when we last joined each other in Caladium, you all had been invited to go to a keep a few days at a time. 1 day at a time, actually, but it took 2 days to get back. So, you left Zert in the care of the capable mod. You went on a trip in a luxury carriage. Along the way, you all encountered another group invited to this keep, led by a tiefling named Sharias. They also included the No Dra, the human girl, Omalara, and a wood elf by the name of Vanya. You all had a little conversation and eventually made your way to the keep. There, you all met the keeper of the keep, so to speak. A youth who asked you all to tell him stories of your heroic feat. You see, he has dreams every so often. In those dreams, he saw you all doing your heroic deeds. He invited you all because when he hears heroic stories, his dreams are a bit more restful. He promised a reward for your trip, of course. And so, you had a moment where the others spoke to the kid, telling them their story. You all were a bit more quiet about it, but regardless, after that moment, you all had a moment to eat and drink. After youth retired for the night, you got a chance to mingle with the other heroes a little bit more. And then, everyone retired. Well, not quite everyone. Sharius' team definitely retired. But you all found yourself distracted by other engagements. One such engagement was exploring the house in the way. And another such engagement was being accosted by an entity that went by the name of Mr. Dreamy. A few of you were outside during this event, but the rest of you fought your way through lesser Mr. Dreamies until you made it to the youth's bedroom, where you saw a giant version of this figure, tormenting the child. With Omalara's help, you quickly downed Mr. Dreamy, and were given something as a reward. Gold, for one, and also a house in Caladium for you all to live in. So, we return once again to Caladium because in the 2 weeks since this visit to Vonderkeep, you were invited. Not invited, but you were given the house, and when you first went to check it out, you were told that it would take some time to prepare it because no one has lived in this house for a while. So you all remained in Ma's nest for the time being. Upon waking up on this day and going downstairs to the familiar atmosphere of Ma's nest, you find her standing there with the letter in her hand. It is an unopened letter, and let's say that as each of you make your way downstairs, she pretty much calls you out, summons you over to her.
Yeah?
What you need?
I believe that this letter is for you all.
How'd you come across it?
It was delivered to me. I was told to give it to the people who keep company with Eddie the Frog.
I'm Eddie the Frog.
Indeed, you are. And so, it would appear, Eddie. One moment.
Oh gosh.
So, Maud, can we assume that this letter, the person that gave it to you, is a secret?
Well, they didn't really make it seem like it was a secret. look like a builderly sort. You know, the type you call up. By the way, Koeo was already on the map.
Oh. Yeah. How do I?
No, I got that. So, right, she said, it was given to me by the builder of sorts. You know, the type of person you'd contact if you wanted to expand your tavern.
A construction worker?
Yes. And Eddie, I was told that since you are the leader, I should give this letter to you.
Oh, why, thank you. Let me just take that off your hands.
She hands it over.
Rip. Let's see what we got here.
And the letter reads, the work on the house has been completed. When you are ready, please bring your party along. We have brought in new furniture, cleaned up the rugs and stuff. Everything will be to your specification, as per the design of Estera Vanda.
Oh gosh, I hope they designed a big bathtub.
And inside of this envelope, where the letter was, is also a key.
Hey everyone!
Hi.
Eddie the Frog here, group leader. And I would just like to tell you that I have the key to the house.
That's good to hear.
Cool. That's... You're not excited to go see
It is. Yeah. Let's go see it.
No. I mean, I have the deed, so.
Oh.
Well,
Have we
there,
seen it before?
yes, technically you all have. You upon returning to the town, we're gonna say you went to where the deed said the house was located, and you saw the house. It was very nice looking from the outside, but you can tell that it hadn't been tended to for a bit.
It's been dusty and dry for a long time.
And you didn't get a chance to check inside it because you were told that they had to prepare it first.
You better be preparing a bathtub.
As you may recall, this house has 6 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms.
One of them better have a bathtub.
No.
Well, I think now would be a pretty good time to see who's gonna go there. I think I'll see with Maud though.
Go there, like walk.
Oh no, I'm still gonna check it out, but just seeing who, would stay there, I guess.
Oh.
Alright then. So do you all decide thusly to depart from Mars Nest to go and see your new abode?
Can I bring my child
can
to
check
see
it
the
out.
house?
Maud says, I would expect you should. It is your child after all.
Right.
Where is your child?
He's
Right
in
now.
the back, I think. I hope.
He's standing next to Maud at the bar.
Oh,
Alright. Come on, my little Zert.
Alright. So, Zert follows you, climbs over the counter, and more or
Jingle,
less
jingle, jingle.
attaches himself to you. And as he attaches himself to you, the front door of Maud's nest comes open. In walks a figure you've never met before, but of course, the Caladium's a big place. There are many people you haven't met before. Figure who walked into the door, introduce yourself to the camera at your leisure.
My name is Minerva. And I just arrived in Caladium.
So, the mysterious Minerva has just arrived in Caladium, and as often people find the desire to, she makes her way into Ma's Nest. There in Ma's Nest, you see at the counter, 1 Vulcan man, 2 half-elf man, 1 frog, and a goblin child.
Around a little bit and then walk over to the counter. So,
Well, hello there.
hello. This must be Maud's Nest, I assume?
Yes.
The one and only.
What brings you here?
I'm looking for work.
What kind of work are you looking for?
You want to be a babysitter?
I'm an adventurer of sorts.
Oh.
I'm skilled with a blade, and
We all are.
As far as you can tell, Blink, this person is very skilled with a blade.
Cool.
Alright.
I can cut up my dinner too.
So Maud, she takes out her bourbon, pours the cup, puts it on the table for anyone to take, and she says, "If you're looking for adventure or payment, stick around with these folks. They tend to find their way into trouble, one way or another."
Looks like you're inviting people to our group, Maud.
Well, think of me as a manager of sorts.
Manager? You mean group leader? Because that sounds like my job.
No, manager. Let's pretend that I had a board around here somewhere where people could post quests. I'd hold on to those quests and give it to you all. See? Like a group manager.
Like
and of
a
course,
mailman.
Eddie, you're the frog and the leader.
Sound like a mailman.
Well,
I feel like our leader changes every day.
a rotating leader isn't bad. It keeps things fresh, doesn't it?
I think so too.
Well, I think the more the merrier. Unless I have to like give up a seat on the carriage. Are you
No,
good with walking?
I can sit on top of the carriage. I don't mind.
Alright.
I think I'm quite fine with more people. You know, the more people we have, the more resources we have.
That's the opposite of true, actually. 2 pieces of cheese plus 2 people equals 0 pieces of cheese.
But the extra person can go and fetch 3 more pieces of cheese.
Did you bring your own cheese?
not even no need.
You don't eat ever?
No, I have no need for cheese.
Oh, you're lactose intolerant. Me too.
Yeah,
You like cheese.
sorry.
You're
Me
skilled
too.
with a knife, right?
I think he just doesn't like cheese.
Lactose intolerant.
Well, I did like cheese at one point,
Mm.
See? He used
I
to
know the
like
feeling,
but that is
man.
no more.
You became
I
lactose
can no longer
intolerant
have it.
later in life, I see.
That is correct.
All
Well,
right.
I've read a lot of books. I don't think
Shame.
you can be lactose intolerant later in life. But
Yeah, you
Not to interrupt your conversation, but you all were going to go and see your new house, weren't you?
Yeah, we could talk on the way.
Might I be invited to come along? Not come along, but
Oh.
come over at some point.
Of course.
Yeah.
of course.
All right, I'll
We
keep
have
that
like
in
a-
mind.
Party room.
As far as Eddie knows, that is the truth. So, if you would like to continue, feel free to continue role playing. But otherwise, as Mom said, that you all get up and depart from the tavern. However,
Say,
go ahead.
I was gonna ask, what was your name again?
Minerva.
Minerva. How is that spelled?
Let me type it out for you.
Alright.
As you depart from the tavern, speaking to Minerva, your new acquaintance, you find no carriage waiting for you outside. You
What?
have the distinct feeling that you're going to have to make your way to the house by yourselves.
Does anyone know the number for the carriage? It's not here. It's usually here.
You
I
can
don't know, I
also
like
summon a carriage. There's some around.
I'd rather walk.
Last
Carriage.
time we just had a spectral thing come up because we were going to like creepy haunted ghost house. So
Every time we go someplace, there's a riot.
yeah,
every
but
time.
we're just going to our own place this time.
And there's no ride there? What are you talking? Like a bus? Carriage? Mobile?
Why do we need a carriage? We can just walk.
It's dry! My
Hold on,
feet!
okay, hold on. Did Maud come with us?
No, Maud is
Okay.
sticking around.
Okay, hold on,
Alright,
hold
so-
on, hold on. Let me run back in. I'm gonna run back into the tavern and get like a cup from Maud, just water. I feel like she's got to be used to this by now. I just want to get a cup of water.
She provides you with a nice bottle of water. Glass
Okay.
bottle, of course.
Okay, I'll give her like 1 gold for this.
She takes it. She
Okay.
did not give you a price, but she's not going to turn down the gold.
Yeah, I just want to give her a gold. Yeah. So I give her that gold and I run back out. I go up to Eddie. Listen, I got some water for you. Like I'll give you some water just over time.
Oh,
that
that's
way it's more comfortable.
So like a sip
Yeah,
for my feet too.
yeah.
No.
While this is going on, I'm just gonna lean down and like gesture towards Eddie to get on my back.
Hop. Oh, okay.
Roll a strip check.
With disadvantage, she did kind of jump on me. I mean, he,
Indeed.
Zert has to walk.
well,
I would like you all
Minerva would
to...
like to assist in this. What do I roll for that? Athletics, strength, what you need?
Nashu? If you're talking Nashu, we cannot hear you.
Oh no.
Nashu! Nashu, no!
We killed him.
We love you, Nashu. Nashu's come back to us.
What is up with my microphone right now?
I've been having like similar issues. Like this session and last session when I joined, I would just have random blips at the start where I just couldn't hear anything, and I don't think anyone can hear me. I think that's not going on right now. Testing.
Confirming your test.
Alright. Alright, so... I was asking, Minerva, how are you trying to help them in this situation? Hello?
I saw that
We hear you.
Alright.
they hopped on the back, right? And I'm assuming as they were coming down, I'd put my hand up to stabilize it a little bit.
Alright, so as Eddie hops onto the unprepared Blink's back, he starts to topple forward for a moment, but Minerva reaches out and steadies you.
oh, thank you.
Alright then. So,
Thank you, my god.
this is happening. Yes, you're going, you're a walk. Oh, right. I was going to say, those of you who wanted to learn Primordial with Zert, I would like you all to roll intelligence check. Just one.
Okay.
Not bad, not bad.
Yes.
Is it the save it? Oh wait, no, just regular
Yeah,
intelligence.
just the regular one. Mm-hmm.
I love my son. Daughter?
What-
Very smart.
Son.
Son, was Blink also learning Primordial?
Oh no,
Or
I
to
didn't
just
really care to.
Alright, so we're just Resco and Koya. So, both of you, you're starting to pick up the language. You're starting to recognize the common words here and there, but you haven't quite got it yet. You figure a few more weeks with Zert's expert tutelage, and you'll eventually get it down.
Gotta figure it out.
Huh?
I'm gonna have the perfect accent.
Well, you all are walking, literally carrying about with Eddie on Blink's back, and it takes about an hour of walking to get from
Like
Mud?
the 30,
Walking for so long.
like the 30-minute point. I'm just gonna stop and take a break and just kind of pour some water on Eddie.
My pores like it. Thank you.
As you stop, someone comes out of a shop and says, "I have another bottle of water if you would like to take it with you."
Water, please water me.
This,
I only used like half of it.
this, though, is the finest water you can find throughout the land.
Is it swamp water?
What makes it so fine?
It was taken from a mountain, carved from the ice up there.
It sounds cold. Cold
It has
water.
been warmed up on my windowsill. As this person starts talking, you can tell, you, Minerva, Coel, and Blink, you can tell this person just saw an opportunity to sell you something and immediately tried to take it.
Hogwash.
How could you possibly say that? Here, let me offer you a sip of
Can
this
I-
water.
Can I? Me?
It's certainly.
Thank you.
Wait, hold on. Let me try something.
oh,
Uh,
that was cool water.
I go up to this person. I say, this frog friend here is not just any normal frog. You see, this frog is practicing a great religion.
Oh, sorry.
And you see, it is quite an honor for them to drink water. So you will be donating to our cause, right?
I disowned the church
Roll
of that
a
too. What are you
deception.
talking about?
Roll a deception with disadvantage.
Okay. How do
I follow the Church of Blink. He carries me
Yeah.
and saves my life.
Yes, and wouldn't you say that's a religion of high value?
Yes.
Just slinks away.
So to roll with a disadvantage, you can click the die at the bottom and change your type of roll. Alternatively, you just roll it twice and take the lower number.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do double rolls 'cause that just is easier.
All right. This strange merchant looks between you and listens as Eddie says that he has given up his religion and he works with Blink now. He looks over to Blink. He doesn't quite know who you are, but he saw you carrying Eddie and fits two and two together and says, usually when I hear about God, they aren't of the mortal plane.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
You've never heard about this guy. He saved my life.
Hmm.
Even when prayer wouldn't.
Well,
God.
I can promise you that this water will save your life in your most dire time.
I already drank all of it.
Well, that'll be 15 gold then.
Excuse me? 1 gold for a bottle of water.
Yes.
Probably picked up at a stream nearby.
Excuse you. Do I look like the type of person who muddles around in streams?
Can I do an insight to see
Honest answer.
if he looks like what he looks like?
By all means, this person is a finely dressed person, definitely above the poorer class of the city. They aren't the type of person who would be seen out in the wilderness.
Mm.
You don't know where they got the water from. You do know that it's not the crispest, finest water carved from a mountaintop, but they certainly are the type of person who might have picked it up at a nearby stream.
All right, I'll be forward with you. I don't feel like what you're asking for here is a fair price.
What? It's my water. I have 4,700 gold, guys. I'll pay 20 gold for it.
I think so.
Um,
Well, I'll
Don't
happily
forget the
take it. No. Thank you, kind sir. How about I do you the favor and have more pristine bottles of water shipped to your estate?
No.
To our house.
Yes,
We can
absolutely.
add a mod for that. There's no reason.
All right. I see where this is going. I'll get you a tub of water for 1 gold. How does that sound?
That sounds delicious.
And it'll be better than the water this guy is trying to give you.
Will
Well,
it?
Who am I to argue? I'll take my 20 gold and send you all on your way. Good job. Have a good day.
You too.
Can I sleight of hand this back?
Go ahead and try.
Might not be the best idea since he's kind of.
Hey, can I get a chronal ship? Where'd our wizard go?
Oh no shit.
Hey, Demir, can you come back?
You walk up to this man as he's getting ready to go back into his house and kind of fumble around on him and knock him down a bit. He looks at you and like, what are you doing?
I was trying to see if you had some more water on you. I think Eddie really likes
I could
it.
use a bottle for the road.
Of course, I'll get a bottle for both of you.
God damn it!
And so he goes back into his house. He comes out with 2 bottles of water, glass bottles like the one Mod gave you, and you see the droplets rolling down the outer side of it. He says, 15 gold, of course, for both of you.
2 for the price of 1?
No.
Oh.
15 gold each.
Oh.
Huh?
I'm just gonna dig in my pocket and just silently sob as I give it to him.
Thank you very much. Enjoy your day. You know where to find me if you want any more water.
Thanks, my god. Can you water my child?
No!
Looks at you and then looks at Blink and shakes his head vehemently. Alright.
Hey,
So,
come on. He doesn't want that.
He looks hot. I'd be hot if I was walking.
He's shaking his head. Come on.
Okay. Are you sure, Zert?
he nods.
Okay. Let me know if you want some.
He buries his head in the book and starts more or less walking ahead of the rest of you. So, you keep going. First 30-minute mark, stop, grab a few bottles of crisp, pristine water, and eventually, after an hour, you make yourself into the nicer part of Caladium, where the streets are cleaner. There's potted plants everywhere you can see. People happily going about their day. You can tell that these people have never had a rough moment in their lives. They're all just comfortable and they're living nicely. And eventually, as you walk past these people, drawing their eyes and attention, this strange group of people, eventually, you all arrive. You open the door with the key provided, and you find yourself inside your brand new abode.
I'm gonna look around and immediately draw my eyes to the piano.
It's so pretty.
You all have a nice place here.
Feel free
This is
to
quite nice.
Wow.
go inside, explore the first floor of your new house.
Let me take myself out of my pocket. Ugh.
You really own all of this now?
Yep.
Oh my god.
This house belongs to you all. We'll say it
There's a bathtub!
So huge.
I'm having issues.
Uh-oh.
Oh wait, here we go.
Resize myself.
For some reason that wouldn't come out small.
That
Wait,
is
no,
fine.
there we go.
Give me. There you go.
How do you? Okay.
Then let me just delete the old one. Alright, Cody, we're gonna shrink you down.
Please do. Thank you. It's the hassle being that big.
Yes, I can fit in the bathtub.
So did they pre-stock the kitchen here?
Yes, they pre-stocked the kitchen.
Can I look for cookies?
Absolutely.
Did you just move me from the piano?
Blink, you come in and you sit down at the piano and you play a fairly lovely melody. And the acoustics of this room is good. The sound fills the room, more or less.
I want to check out the type of books. What kind of books we got going on?
Books of all variety. Books of adventure, books of history, books of math, of science, of rudimentary magics.
I'll just grab whatever random book and I'll start reading right here on the couch.
You read a book of adventure concerning a person born with a tail. Not of not a tail in the sense of a tiefling or one of the beast folk or even a lizard folk, but a normal human born with a tail. The tail had them ostracized from the people around them. They find new comfort amongst the traveling troop. A troop.
Dang. What a guy.
Alright. So
is this a upstairs and downstairs kind of area?
yeah, that leads upstairs.
Alright.
And the other side leads downstairs.
And that is
And-
some very lovely playing.
Yeah, but as you're playing this piano, the music is just filling this room. There's something about the acoustics of this room that just lets the music go from one wall to the other.
Listen
Wow.
to him playing the piano for a bit. And, let's see. I'm gonna... Other... I'm gonna pull out, my drums.
Right.
Start just kind of playing those, like...
Right, go ahead and roll a performance.
Alright.
Alright, not quite as skilled as Blink plays the piano, but you add a certain touch to the music that fills the room. And as you sit up at Koya, you sit upon the couch reading. Blink
Can I-
plays the piano. Say again?
Can I join in with them?
Absolutely. Roll a performance for whatever instruments you're going to play.
I'll be
Alright.
playing the viola.
Alright, so Minerva pulls out a violin and begins to play a haunting melody to go along with the beat of the drums and the playing of the piano. And so as Koyo sits on the couch reading, the three of you play instruments that fill this house with music. Eddie sits in the bathtub and Zert sits in the sort of front room area reading a book himself. You hear a knock at your front door.
I don't get it.
Someone get it.
Minority over here.
As you
Yeah,
open it, Koel, you see an older, not quite old woman, but an older woman standing there. She's definitely, you suspect, in her mid-30s. She's as restful as all the other people around here. Her face shows that she hasn't experienced much trouble in her life. And she's standing there with a smile on her face and a pink dress and curly blonde hair. And she says, "Oh, you all must be the new residents here.
That's
yeah.
right.
Dude,
May I come in?"
Should she? I don't know.
I feel suspicious of people considering all the stuff I've been through lately. But, I mean, this is our place, so we should make a decision.
We're
together.
neighbors. You have nothing to worry about.
Alright. I guess I'm cool with it.
So she pushes past you, Koya. Pushes past you, let's go. And she comes into the main living area. She looks around and says, "Oh my gosh, it has been so long since I've been in this place. Oh, I was just a little girl last time I was here."
You used to live here?
No. I live next door. However, I knew the people who used to live here.
Oh. What were they like?
Oh, they were such an interesting family. Well, when I was little, I was in love with the youngest son, but that's neither here nor there. They were an interesting family, also skilled and scary. You would think they were warriors or something, but I never saw them go on adventures or anything like that. Then one day, they just left. And you know what? They left a letter with me. They told me I should give it to the next people who move into this house.
Oh. Alright.
She looks around. She continues looking around.
Oh.
She knocks on the bathroom door.
Who is it?
That's,
Come
yes?
in, I'm closed.
She walks in. And, oh my! What are you? Are you some sort
What are
of?
you? I'm in the bathroom.
I'm human, of course. Oh, I should give you my name. You can call me Pauline.
Hello, Pauline. Would you like to join me?
Oh, I'll
Is that a
have to
quick
pass
paper?
for now. I'm already clean.
Oh, it's not about being clean.
She walks out of the bathroom. She says, she walks up to you, Resco. She puts her hand on your shoulder. She says, "My word, you're a strange one too."
Who the heck is in our house?
What did you say, Minerva?
You say I'm strange,
Is that
but
a
you just barge
persuasion
into
check?
bathrooms
One more
in
time.
people's houses that you don't know.
I just asked if that was a persuasion check for the bathtub.
Oh. Oh, well, you have to understand. I used to live. I mean, I didn't used to. I still live there, but I used to basically live in this house. It's just so great to see people here again. And wow, look at this little thing over here.
Is she touching my son? Hello, Eddie.
You might not want to get too close to them. The
Flop,
father
flop.
tends to be a little bit
Of course. I
Protective.
don't touch other
Flop,
people's kids.
flop,
I just. She
flop,
walks
flop,
over. She
flop.
oh my God! Look at you two over here. You're just playing amazingly. You have to invite me over sometime. I'll bring some cookies and I'll come. I'll sit down and I'll listen to you play.
Oh, thank you. I'm glad
Well,
you
you
like
said
it.
I do
Cookies?
not live here, so that
There's
is
water all over
not
the floor
something I
now
can.
because it's my fault.
She gets
Yeah,
up. She looks at the piano. She kind of taps on the keys a little bit. Walks over to the downstairs. She looks downstairs. She said, "Oh, have you guys explored the house yet? Are you enjoying this place?"
Well, we just kind of got in here not too long ago. I'm just examining the piano right now.
Then I should have brought a housewarming gift. Oh, you just, it's such a shame. I was just minding my business, looking out my kitchen window, and I saw you all walk into the house, and I just had to come over. And Minerva, she is telling you, Minerva and Resco, she's telling you the truth.
So you said you had a letter for us, right?
Oh yes, write a letter. When I give it to you, can you do me this favor? Can you do me one small favor?
Depends on what the favor is.
I have had this letter for 20 years now, and I haven't opened it or read it because the handsome young man, he said, "Don't do it. Give this letter to the people who move in." So I just wanted to know, since I was a little girl, I wanted to know what is in this letter, and if you would be so kind, I would love to hear you read it.
Well, I guess that's fair. What do you all think?
I'm just gonna nod.
Is it? I don't like her.
Well, to be fair, I mean, she did keep this for 20 years. She could have discarded it.
Like her.
I go over to Eddie.
She's a lot. She's like bubbling water in my face.
I'll bring over snacks and treats and all sorts of things. This is the only thing I'll ever ask of you, neighbors.
Do you have any high quality water by chance?
Oh, a strange request, but I'm certain I can find some.
Yeah.
I look over at Eddie.
Yeah. Okay. She's saying.
Alright, so she looks around and says, "Who should I be giving this letter to? Who's the leader here?"
I would be me.
Well, Eddie, you're sitting over on the couch and she's standing at the
Oh.
piano.
Oh no.
No. Why don't
I'm gonna gesture towards Resco since he's
Why
an
don't-
actor.
What?
why don't we all sit
What?
down? Let's all just kind of sit down
She
over
scurries
here.
over and sits down on the couch.
And just bring everyone. Come on together. Like I call Eddie over.
Zert decides to not come along.
You're not okay.
It's
Alright, it's fine. He's an adult.
So, she hands the letter over to you. Let's go.
All right, I'm gonna carefully just open the letter.
The letter, it was sealed with a wax stamp in the old-fashioned, sort of official letter sort of way.
Mhm.
Ooh.
It was
Actually,
still. Go ahead.
before I open it, can I do a detect magic on it?
Absolutely.
Okay. Let me find it. I don't know if that's a cantrip. No, it's just a
What?
spell.
What was it saying? What was it saying? What was it?
That's what I'm gonna take. Detect magic. I will let you know. Okay, so
Alright.
as you're holding this letter, you can feel it. A very rudimentary magic, sort of like prestidigitation is attached to it. You suspect to keep it pristine in throughout the years. As she has said, it has been 2 decades since it was written. So whoever lived here before, they didn't know when someone would come next, but they wanted to make sure that this letter could be read whenever they did move in.
Alright. I'll go ahead and just kind of slowly, carefully open it. Especially
So
since it's kind of older.
You peel back this wax and you pull out this letter, and it says, "To whoever moves into the house on the corner of the way, I hope the house treats you well. My family lived here for many years, many, many years. And my family is a very old family. We lived here long before Caladium even stood. We're so old that we know stories from before there was written word. We have lived in this house in a sort of servile way, serving this house and the people who built it for us. You'll be happy here. There are 3 bathrooms. There are 6 bedrooms, 5 of which are upstairs and 1 downstairs. And it's a very spacious place with a very large yard. But you already know that. You saw the house when you came over. I am leaving this letter to you because there's something about the house that not even the city guard knows. In the basement, there is a hole in the wall. Throughout the years, people who have lived here, well, my family, has tried to brick this hole up, but it is impossible. We have come to know this hole as the Howling Portal. If you live in this house, the hole, it won't make a howl that you can hear, but it will make a howl that echoes into your mind. If you live here, if you move in, I ask a favor of you, I suppose. Please, go into the howling portal, and silence the things that dwell within. I know that you may read this, it may seem a bit strange to you, but I can assure you, no good thing dwells within that portal.
Well, you guys want to go get rid of the rat?
Rat.
Pauline,
You know,
having heard you
The hole
read
on
this,
the wall.
having heard you read the story, she's like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing! This is completely amazing! I can't imagine. You all are going to be heroes, aren't you?"
No. We're closing up the basement, obviously.
So
Well-
we just got some construction work to do in our new house. It's just, some
It was supposed to be
Innovation.
furnished.
yeah.
It sounds like the basement's unfinished.
It's kind of disappointing that they didn't work on that when they were here.
Well, I don't know who you had to construct the place, but I will contact some people I know. They'll be over in the coming weeks, and they'll completely patch up that pesky little hole.
For free.
Oh, absolutely! As neighbors, I'll pay for it.
There's no need to worry about that.
Nonsense! I expect to come over plenty of times, and I just would love for this place to be in the best condition.
We
Yeah,
appreciate the
I
sentiment.
don't want to spackle.
And
You ever feel it? It's so rough.
It might be reasonable for you
Dry.
to come over on occasion, but we are working on a lot of very specific projects. So we do appreciate our privacy.
Well, surely you need a babysitter for the little baby over there.
I have a babysitter.
All right, well, if you change your mind, you know where to find me. I am the house right across the street.
I'm gonna cut in very matter-of-factly and be like, Eddie, I could have sworn you were gonna hire somebody, like, right before we came here.
Ma said she'll move in with us.
Well, I don't know who Maud is, but you know what? Let me get out of your hair. You all have to get to know your house. I'll be back later. I'll bring some food over. Think of it as a housewarming gift.
Oh, well, thank you.
See, I don't have hair.
Nice of you.
You can't even tell I'm bald.
Enjoy yourselves. I'll see you all later.
Thank you for stopping by, and have a good day.
Oh, you too. And I'll see you later this evening. Don't worry. So, as quickly as she came, Pauline departs.
Lock.
The moment Pauline is out the door, Eddie scurries over and locks the door behind her.
We should let's make sure we lock the windows too, just in case. Imagine they would have locked them. I just want to do a perception check. I'm just curious if they actually locked them ahead of time or they just left the windows open.
You don't even have to roll a perception. These windows are 100% locked.
Alright.
Locked with fine locks, you can tell, recently put on.
Very splendid.
Alright. So, you received a letter from the previous owner. Would you all like to explore your house and perhaps go to the basement and see what you're up against?
Yeah.
First, let's go upstairs. I want to see what we've got.
You want to see the other bathrooms? Me too.
Alright, so
We can go, downstairs and deal with that.
you head upstairs, all of you, and you find, as soon as I click over there, you find a very spacious upstairs. As you head up the stairs, you're more or less immediately greeted by a bathroom on your right-hand side. You go out into a vast hallway and you look and you can tell the room you most immediately see, you can tell this room was prepared for a single parent and their child. There exists in this room a desk, a shelf with some books on it, a bookshelf, and two beds. Upon one of the beds sits a teddy bear.
I'm in the bathrooms, but that's adorable.
Eddie, of course, feeling the need to test more of the bathtub, immediately tests the bathtub on the second floor.
I'm glad the water fills up fast.
As you explore the second floor more, you find 4 other bedrooms. The designs are pretty much the same. A large double bed, a chest of drawers, a couple of chests of drawers off to the wall, a couch, and a coffee table one might sit at while they're enjoying a book of sorts. And a painting and mirror upon the wall. Each painting depicts the house you live in.
Well, that's interesting decoration. What is the art quality like? What kind of painting style is it?
Roll a perception. Or actually, investigation.
Investigate. I want to compare the photos in the rooms.
Alright. Each painting, as you go through the room, each painting is a watercolor design. But you notice something interesting about the painting. Did Minerva come upstairs, or is Minerva still on the first floor? Minerva, see?
Oh, alright. Apparently I had it unmuted at first. Yeah, she's there.
Right. So, Resco, as you investigate each of these paintings, you notice something. As you look at it, you see on the first floor 2 sort of lights very stark against the watercolor of the painting. And on the second floor, you see 4 lights. You have the impression that these lights indicate where people are in the house.
Wait, go over that with me again. I got lost.
So basically, you're looking at a painting that shows you, through lights that glow upon it, where people are in the house.
Oh, I see. Interesting. It's a little magical.
And this is the same in each room. Each one of the paintings sort of shows you where, not quite where specifically in the house they are, but that they're on that floor. You look out the windows, and you see a very spacious backyard. All right.
Okay, I guess we should check out downstairs and see what situation's going on there.
All right. Then you take after you all take a moment to explore the second floor, and he flops out of the bathtub and follows you all down the stairs. Your
Just
turn,
go
of
to the
course.
bathroom and check it out.
Back to the first floor, and then head down the stairs again to find yourself in the basement.
That's just a fireplace right there, right?
Yeah, that was just the fireplace.
Is
So-
Koiel still here?
Hmm?
Is Koiel still here?
Koiel is sitting on the couch because the player is not able to continue playing for the night.
Ah, I see.
Alright, so you come downstairs. You come down this flight of stairs, and you immediately find yourself in a spacious basement. As you go over, you see cabinets filled with all sorts of vials and such things. There are 2 counters, upon which there are several more vials. A book is upon one, as well as some notes and a bottle of wine.
Can I check what kind of is like in the vials and
By all means, roll a Well, just say you can't open the cabinet because it's your house now. You can open the cabinet and roll a let's say a standard intelligence check.
okay.
The basement is so pretty. It's the color of water.
Yeah. As Eddie makes that note, Eddie, you get an idea. There is, from where you're standing, you can see a bathroom door. And as you walk over to the bathroom, you see the door to another bedroom. And this bedroom, unlike the ones on the second floor, do not have a portrait of the house. Resco, as you're checking out these vials, there's nothing about them that seems familiar to you. You don't recognize these. Minerva, you come down with the rest of them, and you walk over to a raised platform. Against the back wall, the stone is different from the stone of the other wall. It is specifically. So go ahead.
Looks like this could be the hole they're talking about. That gate there.
Yeah, it is indeed, as far as you can tell, the hole they were talking about, sealed off just barely with a gate.
I feel like they definitely had some issues with that. Well, I mean, considering everything, I don't think they would have just left this here otherwise, and they've gone through a whole lot of trouble just patching things around this hole, so apparently it was very problematic for them. And who knows what dangers are lying in this hole.
And as you say in this Resco, all you can think of is what the letter said, asking you all to quell the hole in the way. In a way.
Quell the hole.
Blink, what are you doing at the counter there?
I'm just looking at these things here.
Interesting. You see a interesting mix of vials. Some sort, you suspect, made for potions and other things like that. This family, whoever lived here before, they had the tendency to prepare their own stuff for themselves. No going to the potion shop for them.
I go up to the hole, just kind of look at it.
Right.
First,
Go ahead.
just kind of from a distance at first. Just kind of look at it at first.
Though, roll a perception from a distance.
Perception.
Alright, this hole in this wall beyond the gate, it seems it's interesting in a way. It doesn't seem like a deep hole. It's very shallow as far as you can tell. There's a bit of darkness, but towards the back of it, you can see the back of the wall. You don't even imagine that you could lay in this hole completely.
Can I take... Like, I understood it was very mysterious from what was told about it, and it's definitely interesting that there's kind of walls surrounding it here. So I'm gonna take a cookie and just kind of throw it through past the grating.
Alright, so you throw this cookie through the gate. And as you do so, as it touches the back wall, it sort of kind of melts through it. And Blink, as you investigate this hole from a distance, you see the same thing, a shallow sort of hole. However, you can tell that there's something about the back of the hole that stands out, as if it's not meant to be. It's meant to deceive you. It's meant to make you think. There's no depth to this hole, but it's very false in a way.
I'm starting to think there's some sort of magic going on here. Would you
I
mind?
thought we were gonna close up the hole.
Well, if there's some sort of magical hole, closing it up might actually do us worse. We won't see anything coming, we'll just feel safe.
I like feeling safe.
We could cast detect magic on it, but what would that really tell us about it?
Indeed. What would it tell you?
The voices in my head are kind of saying that maybe we should.
Okay. Well, I already casted detect magic once today, so it's your turn.
I don't have it, so I'm afraid.
Does anyone else have detect magic?
They look between. Blink. Go ahead.
Cast visuals.
Minerva cannot cast rituals, so she.
Oh no, I was saying, yeah, she can't cast it, but I forgot that bards can't cast visuals without the visual casting feat, so it does actually take a spell slot. Holy shit!
So,
damn.
the only magic you are able to perceive is the magic that swallows the. Blink.
Turns out I did have it.
All right, so Blink, you detect a sort of illusory magic in a way. Cast, however, not from the other side of the hole, but from this side of the hole. As if to make it seem from this side, from the other side, that there's no hole there. There's no way to get through.
I'm gonna tell this to our group of friends here.
I noticed.
What?
Well,
it's a hole. I know it's a hole. You can tell it's a hole. What about the hole?
I'm feeling a little adventurous, you know.
Are you going to jump into the beyond, my lord?
Indeed.
Shall we hold hands?
If you got some rope, that'd probably be better.
Why don't we tie something to rope?
I do have some.
Throw it in there and
rope.
see what happens.
I have 50 feet of hempen rope.
That might work better.
I take all of the rope and throw it into the abyss.
No!
Alright, so Eddie pulls the 50 feet of rope out of his pack, still curled up, and tosses it tosses it through the gate, and it disappears onto whatever lies on the other side.
Okay, hold on.
Are you ready to jump now?
No, hold on.
We're just gonna silently sob.
Reach into your bag and produce a coil of rope.
I
So
just
she's
threw
got
rope
the
in.
rope.
Like, what?
Alright, Minerva, what are you going to do?
She'll Blink wanted to go in first, right?
Yeah.
Well, the idea about throwing
She'll
something
tie
in
it
there sounds
around his
better.
waist.
No.
One more time?
She'll tie it around his waist. I mean, I'm assuming that he's volunteering. Like, if he's not, then she won't do anything. But like,
Alright.
You know what? Yeah, go ahead. Let's. I'm gonna
Alright.
brave up.
So, as Eddie produces the rope and immediately discards it, Minerva walks over to you, Blink, and ties the rope around your waist.
Would you guys mind holding on to this as tight as possible? I kinda
Sure.
don't feel like
takes
dying
her
today.
hand and
Hold
grabs
on.
it.
I'm gonna say Eddie should be in the back here so that we don't, try to pull this and end up slipping on it.
We're not jumping together like a act of faith of my lord.
Well, I think it's best if I do it first. That way,
So that,
if I die, you
we
can live on
pull
until
your
my leg.
lord back.
Oh, that's
If,
so sweet.
something bad.
Thank you.
Right, so with this rope wrapped around Blink, the three of you take a good grasp of it. Blink, as you walk up to the gate that blocks off this hole, the bars sort of unfold as if to make way for you. You walk up and you touch it, and as you touch it, Blink, you are taken. Hold on, let me make sure that map is prepared. All right. As you touch this, as you go through, Blink, give me a moment to just. You find yourself, one moment. You find yourself and yourself alone in a new location, completely dark. As you peer through, you find yourself, one moment, standing before a pillar, two pillars, and a flight of stairs that lead upward. On the other side of in this hole, there is Eddie's rope and the crumbled cookie that let's go through.
I'm gonna pick up the rope and throw it back on the other side and say, "Hey guys, can you hear me?" In kind of a hushed voice because I just can't talk that loud.
As you call back, the others on the other side of the wall, they can't hear you. They don't answer. However, the rope does come flying out of the hole and falls at your feet.
What?
Wait,
Res-
my feet?
Oh, sorry. Resco and the
Oh,
others
he's
fall at
alive.
your feet.
He wants us to jump in. He wants us to tie it. Come on, guys.
I'll
I
go
think
ahead
this
and
just
step
means
into
he
the
found
hole.
the rope.
All
I
right.
jump into the hole after my savior.
Oh my
Minerva and
All right.
Eddie, you go into the hole. Resco, do you join them?
Yes.
All right, so all of you step into
Can't fucking
the
go
hole,
alone.
and you find yourself standing where everyone else was, at the bottom of a flight of stairs. Right. That would be a good moment for the music to change.
Sir, I see all this blackness, right?
Yes.
Is that like fog of war? Because I have
Yes,
dark
it is.
vision. Okay, I have dark vision.
All right, give me
Stay.
one moment to grab the music.
So can you see darkness?
So, with dark vision, you can see in dim light. And as a matter of habit, one moment.
Oh no, that's more of a philosophical question.
Ah. Huh. Maybe. No. Perhaps not. Because, no, we can't get into the discussion at the moment. With your
You
dark
are the
vision,
darkness.
in the
inside and
dim, dim light of this area, you can see just a bit ahead. Let me see. Let me just
60 feet of dark vision.
Blank.
see. But,
Yeah.
you can see up these stairs.
Wait, what?
And up the stairs, you can see a wall.
Interesting place. You've gotten your basement?
Oh, more floor
What?
space.
What about our basement?
It's an interesting place you've got hidden away there.
Yeah, indeed.
This isn't my room, I hope.
Can I do a? I think earlier we found a room that would be fitting for you and your son there.
Oh.
Alright. Eddie, are you going to use Produce Flame? That's effect to... Well, Produce Flame apparently does damage. Did you want to light the way?
You could light my torch. I have a torch.
Hang on.
We also have
a
an actual
lantern
just
as
light
well.
spell.
Yeah.
So let's
I
not
know.
burn down our house tonight.
We'll do that next campaign.
Alright, so Eddie, you produce this fire and use it to light Resco's, or was it Blink's? Resco's torch
Blink's.
and Blink's torch and Minerva's lantern.
I was just gonna use light
That's also an option.
so that we don't
Here's
light the
cantrip,
house
so we
on
don't have
fire.
to use any like
What's
resources.
wrong with fire?
I don't
Alright,
wanna sleep
Minerva,
in it.
what are you going to illuminate
The
with
walls
light?
are
No,
stone.
Blinkeresco can do it because that's what they said first. I just posted the spell so people can see it.
Alright, so Resco, what are you going to illuminate?
Let's see.
If you have a firefly, just let it loose.
Wait, hold on. Let me make sure I actually do have light. Oh yeah, I do. Okay.
Alright.
Okay. Choose object to no longer than. Oh, he already lit up like the area directly in front of us, right?
The technique with your dark vision would allow you to see.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'll just light up like the other side, so that just like
So
whatever he's
generally
not
with
lighting.
light, you're casting it on an object. So
You just light
basically
a
you could,
torch.
yeah, you could cast light on the
Okay.
torch, or you
I'll
know,
do
cast
that.
it on something you're holding. Alright, so
Nothing
Just, like,
I ever do is
light
good
my
enough.
lantern and
Yeah, light the lantern.
walk in front. Yeah, I'll just light my lantern and walk in front.
alright.
It's a hooded lantern, so it goes out 30 feet, I believe. It's 30 dim, was it? Let me see.
I think Eddie, do you have dark vision?
I have fire and water.
Dim light
So-
and
I think everyone here has dark vision, but Eddie.
Great. No problem. Just someone take my hand. Guide me.
Alright.
Well, we
So-
also have light here, so
Pretend I didn't hear that.
yeah, just follow the lantern.
I see nothing. Take
Are
my
you-
hand.
As the light of Minerva's lantern moves forward, you find yourself in sort of a small corridor in a way. Off to the right, a path leads downward. You go down further. Minerva leading the way, Blink behind Resco.
Is
Can I
someone holding my
investigate the
hand?
walls?
Hmm?
I'll hold
Oh,
your hand.
absolutely.
I would like to confirm if anyone is holding my hand.
I am.
It's Resco.
Thank you.
Alright.
So,
So, Blink, roll an investigation.
the investigation, or
Yes, investigation.
In the dark.
Oh, all right. So these walls, smooth, worked, polished stone in a way. You know, like if somebody was taking this stone, carving it out, making sure it was the nicest stone they could possibly make.
Hmm.
All
Does
right.
anyone see anything?
Looking forward,
Just some
Minerva.
stone.
Looking forward, Minerva. You see another path, more walls, and in just a bit in the corner of your light, a stone figure.
Why are we going deeper?
well, this is our house.
What are you trying to see with your perception?
I'm trying to see this. I'm trying to examine this stone figure.
All right. From where you're standing, you can't really get a good look at it, but if you move a little bit further out, you can see
I did move a little further.
two stone figures standing side by side, not quite side by side, but standing together against the wall. They are, you think, dwarves or depiction of dwarves. Now, there's something off about them.
Well, it's your turn to
Back up
cast.
their stone. Or,
Hmm?
I was
What do
gonna
you guys
say,
make of this?
I was gonna look to Eddie and be like, well, I think it's your turn to cast Detect Magic.
Sure.
But Eddie, you take a moment. You sit down for 10 minutes before these two statues to sort of reach out and detect anything, hoping to fulfill the request of your friends. And you detect no poison or disease.
I got nothing, guys.
Can I
I think it's
It's
cool.
not magical.
I don't want to look and I don't want to approach them, but I want to just like see if I can tell any. No. See
Indeed.
if I knew any history about them.
Dwarven statues, you don't know their origin or their make. You don't know what they're doing here.
Hmm.
Right, Minerva, as you go forward, your light casts out, you see more dwarven statues, as well as a path off to the right.
Hmm.
can I take a closer look at these statues?
Absolutely. Go ahead and take a closer look at the statues.
Which one would I roll?
Let's say perception. Perception should be fine.
Perception. Alrighty.
So, from what you can tell, Minerva, these statues are depictions of dwarves in scale mail, wielding, not quite wielding, but holding in their hands war picks.
I know a great deal about dwarves. Let's see if this rolls first.
Does it
My rolls aren't going through.
do?
Is it like ceremonial depictions, or is it like
Normal dwarven, there's no platform or pedestal they're upon. They're just
so? It's
dwarves.
just like they've been turned to stone or something, kind of like.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Alright.
Blink. With that,
go with the
which
first
one
one.
was the? I'm assuming the first history was the one you're going for.
Yeah, it wouldn't go through.
Blink, these, you know quite a bit about dwarves. You know about dwarves. It's like these dwarves. There's nothing about them. No clan marking or tribal markings or anything upon them that indicate where they come from. And when you really look at them closer and consider what you know, these aren't exactly dwarves. These are Durgar.
These are Durgar, guys.
Who?
What are Durgars?
Durgar are more or less evil dwarves that live deeper underground.
Speak uncommon.
Um,
I speak Dwarvish.
is there any way to
Me
take
too.
the weapons out of their hands?
You
toothpicks.
could roll an athletics.
Athletics.
Do you want help with that?
Sure.
Of course.
So both of you walk up to one of these Durgar statues and you grab hold of the war picks in their hand. You pull as hard as you can, but between the literal stone grip and
Anyone
your
else want to help?
your lack of musculature, you can't release. You can't free this war pick. Whatever.
Blink, you want to help?
You get the idea.
Yeah.
Try the thing. You walk up, try to pull this war pick from these statues, and you just can't do it. Blink, you follow suit, and once more, you can't release these war picks.
Just Excalibur.
It wasn't meant to happen, guys.
The statues stand there, unassuming, but armed. Durgar, not dwarves. dwelling in this strange locale. And you see still, Minerva, another path leading forward.
Mm.
As you proceed, Minerva, your light casts outward. You find yourself standing beside a wall, as well as another wall in the distance. More light casts forward, and as the light casts away, you see to your left, Minerva, more statues of Durgars.
Okay, these statues are starting to make me feel uncomfortable.
I couldn't agree more, my furry friend.
They're like dolls.
They're just also ever so slightly in area where the wall turned a corner.
Does this mean we're splitting up, guys?
No.
Should we?
Try knocking one of them over.
Alright. Go ahead and roll in athletics.
Before we knock them over, what if they're like actual like frozen people or something, and they're evil. I don't know.
Whenever you walk up to the statue and you push it as hard as you can, it wobbles a bit, but it doesn't tip over.
You want to try just breaking the weapons that they have?
You mean setting them on fire?
No, I mean breaking them.
We can drown them also, that's an option.
You know what? I'll just get this over with.
Uh-huh.
What are we doing?
Testing magic.
Ah, yes! So, Blink, you can sense from these things that, it's obvious, perhaps, that these statues aren't quite statues. They are figures turned to stone. The stone that you see before you is magically created. They were petrified, as they were, armed in preparation, perhaps, for a battle at a point.
I'm starting to think Medusa used to live here.
I don't see any snakes.
So, I'm thinking more so that we should just break their weapons at least, if we can handle that.
We tried, look at our arms.
We tried to pull them out. We didn't try to smash them.
Ah,
It would be harder
Noodles.
than like taking it, I would assume.
Oh yeah, you can certainly roll your athletics checks
Alright.
would you like us to try?
if you so desire. Feel free.
Sure.
Mhm.
Oh hey, look at me.
Okay.
Looks like I got some bardic inspiration on my end.
All right, Blink. What are you? All right, Blink and Minerva. What are you trying to break these weapons with? What are you using to try and break these weapons?
I have a long sword. I'm just gonna
Smash you
smash
over
it.
because
Use
I'm
my
not damaging
elbows.
my weapon.
Oh, right.
One more time.
I'm just gonna try and smash the statue on the ground.
Right. So
Same here.
Blink. All right. So instead of trying to break the stone weapons with your sword, you both walk up to one of these stone figures each, and you, with all your might, toss it to the ground. However, as it hits the hard stone floor, not even a chip falls away from it.
Uh oh.
I guess my weapon on that. Alright. Just gonna
Well,
continue walking.
Alright.
Because I don't think we can do anything with those.
You go for another wall, and as you look past that wall, you find a sort of area out further. You step out. As you do so, Minerva, one moment. Minerva, as you step out, you see a wide area. And not just a wide area, but a path more or less led by pillars. Before you is another wall, however. And perhaps, yes, you can see it, another path as well.
I think we should probably follow the path into that dark room. Not quite ready to run out just yet. To whatever that might be out there.
Alright. So which way you going, Minerva?
Backyard.
Turn over here because
Alright, Minerva, you walk over, blink behind you, you both peek down. And another area.
Ladies first.
You peek inside, Minerva, and once more, in this area, you find a path and 2 Durgar statues.
So I used an enhance
Right.
ability, and I'm using Bear's Endurance.
Alright. So you look, and you're at the end of the path now, Minerva. There's only a wall before you.
Investigation.
Oh, yeah. This wall is just a normal wall. There's nothing strange about it. How do I... There we go.
So there's like nothing in these. Okay. Well,
Nothing
I
at
probably
all.
wouldn't have rolled high enough to see that anyway.
Alright.
Dead end. Sure, what? Turn around.
Alright.
and walk
So you,
back.
Bob, you go back to where you left Eddie,
Oh,
standing by himself. As you go over there, you see, this is the end of this room as far as you can tell. However, there is a path on the wall, glowing brightly.
bring the lantern for now then, since it's pretty bright out there. It looks like, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and put away the lantern and
Alright.
step outside.
So you step outside.
Do we not want to throw anything in there first?
Well, it's light out there. What could happen in the light?
So you step through it. And you see, Minerva, 4 Durga statues, as well as, you can tell, further back, 2 coffins, it would appear.
Oh boy.
I'll
We need
wait
to
right.
reanimate.
Anybody got to speak with the dead?
I do not.
Examine these coffins.
Give
I
me
guess-
one moment.
I won't open them, but like I'll
I can
look at them.
Speak with plants.
Give me one moment.
Perfect.
I'm assuming this room is lit because, like you said,
Oh, yeah.
there was like okay.
Above your head, there is a sort of crystalline structure that emits light.
Oh boy.
Right.
Give me a moment. I'm doing something.
So we don't have to worry about Eddie not being able to see them.
Oh yeah, Eddie, you'd be in the dark. You're over there.
That's fun.
Wait, let me go back and give Eddie
Right in the
my
dark.
light. I'm giving Eddie my light torch.
You are the light of my life. Let me know if anything happens. I'll just guard the window.
Right.
There's like skull pillars in here.
Oh gosh, yep.
And coffins.
Alright, so Blink and Minerva, you walk up to these coffins, and as you take a really good look at them, they're finely made things. Whoever was put to rest within these coffins was loved, cherished. And before you, as you go further out, you see water. Just water stretching out from where these coffins are. And these coffins, they sit there alone, by themselves. Other than, the stone Durga that you walk past. Do you
Eddie would
all
love
want to
this.
do anything with these coffins?
Out towards the entrance to Eddie.
Mm-hmm.
That there's a bunch of water in here.
Water?
So Eddie, you run past the 4 Durga statues into this area where these coffins are, and you see water, just
Plunge.
still water, and you
Plunge.
immediately plunge into the water. It's not deep, only about 2 feet or so.
I
You
leap
just sort of
all the way down.
waddle around. And as you do so, you look around and you see more water, of course, as well as a waterfall.
Swim.
I'm
Swim.
trying to.
Swim. Swim.
So
Swim.
you swim, and as you swim, you almost, just ever so slightly, nearly fall into an abyss where the water falls out atward.
Expresses deep concern.
It's okay. You can come back over here. We don't know if this is safe.
There's an edge of the world, guys.
I knew the world was flat.
Oh gosh, there's so much water. Swim. 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 Swim.
Alright, so as Eddie swims about, and you see these are finely made coffins. Now, is there anything else you want to do with them?
Yeah, Blink's getting a little dark. I'm gonna open one up.
Oh,
Alright.
no.
Tidal wave!
So as Eddie moves the water, you open his coffin up.
Do we really need to disturb the dead?
They must
If they have valuables on them, then yeah.
And inside, you see a suited figure with wrappings around their face. There is indeed jewelry upon them, a fine necklace with a ruby set into it, and diamond rings on each of their fingers. Their hands are crossed over their chests.
Are you satisfied? Can we close this now and just...
Alright, I'm gonna turn around and like face Resco, and then I'm gonna mage hand and try and grab that ruby.
Huh,
Can
by
I
all
do a
means.
deception check?
Sure.
Oh, I don't have mage hand anymore, no. Wait, no, hang on a sec. Oh yeah, here it is.
Alright, so as Blink turns around, he wields the mage hand into existence, and Resco, you can only see him, your trusting friend, trustworthy, 100% trustworthy. And as your trustworthy friend walks away from the coffin, the mage hand, they reach
Trustworthy.
forward and they pull the ruby from the neck of this prone figure. And because your back is to it, Blink, and Resco, you're watching Blink, you don't see it, but Minerva, roll a perception. Minerva, as the mage hand lifts the necklace up, you see for a moment an eye in the ruby of this necklace, and it blinks, then it disappears. And disappears as Blink takes the necklace into his hand.
Just gonna quickly pocket it before Resco can see it.
Oh my god.
So,
Never just shakes her head.
alright. There, Blink
And
closes. Go ahead.
She'll whisper to Blink that he might want to put that back.
Oh, come on, they're already dead.
Do I hear this? No?
No, he's whispering.
They are whispering, so we can say they are whispering, and you have reason to think that they're whispering something suspicious. So roll a perception.
By the gods.
Not quite. You can't exactly hear what they're saying to each other. All right. So, with that, do you all open the other coffin, or do you simply close this coffin and make your departure?
Let's
I'll, like,
not
die
open
if
the
I go
other
over
one.
the waterfall.
What did you say?
There's a whisper. It says, those are boundaries. There's an invisible wall there.
So
I didn't actually hear what you said.
Oh, will I die if I go over the waterfall?
Perhaps. Who could say?
I saw for the speedrun once, if you just jump over the waterfall, you'll clip back into the world
There's
and you'll go to the
always
final
secrets
boss.
behind the waterfall.
Feel free to investigate, Eddie. What lies behind this slowly falling water? Alright, Eddie. You push your head through the cascading waters, and the smooth stone on the other side, you see a cave painting-like depiction. Is a figure standing there with bright blue skin. And they have 3 eyes, and with these 3 eyes, they're looking at you, yes, and also past you.
You're the weirdest fish I've ever seen.
Eddie, you see anything over there?
There's a fish in the wall!
What?
Ah,
A fish behind the waterfall!
that sounds about right.
Alright.
You said
So-
in the wall?
Yeah,
It's a- Yes, right. Yes, what did you see, Eddie?
a fish in the wall and a painting.
A painting?
Yes. You wanna come? See? Here.
How shallow
I-
is the water?
Hold on, I
The
got
shadow
you.
is only 2 feet deep.
Don't you... I am making a frozen strip to walk upon.
Alright. So, Eddie creates a bridge of ice from the platform where you all stand to the waterfall in the back.
Alright.
Water boy ain't so useless now, huh?
Alright. So each of you, Minerva, Blink, Resco, you walk across this bridge. You peek through the water and you see the same thing Eddie saw. So this cave painting depiction of a person with bright blue skin and 3 eyes, looking at you but also past you.
Fishman in the wall.
You
I-
know nothing, Minerva. You have never seen this thing before.
I don't
I
think
know.
that's a fish.
Oh yeah?
I think that might be a genasi.
Eddie, you, the country, this continent, Eddie and Russell, this continent is old, but it doesn't need to be old because you've seen almost something similar to this on your first outing together. The giant figure of Toladin, bright red skin, and his glowing green eyes. This thing is in a way similar to Toladin. However, there is no halo.
I didn't know Tolden was a fish. But
Oh,
this
God.
is just opening a whole new door for me.
This isn't our basement, guys.
I'm so happy. Can this be my second room?
We might want to figure out what all this stuff is first.
But there's
But,
water.
It might be a pretty cool pool. I mean,
Yes.
it
I
might
love
be
it.
more property value and stuff than we realize.
I love it.
As you four are standing there, examining this cave painting, the coffin that Blink opened previously, now closed,
Allegedly.
trembles just a bit. And as this coffin trembles, roll all 4 of you. Roll a perception.
Oh, Eddie don't see.
Uh-huh.
Out of character, hello.
Hello, Joker.
Joker.
All right.
Like 3 people.
Oh yeah. So Minerva and Eddie, you were too distracted by this depiction to really notice anything. But Blink and Resco, perhaps you hear the trembling of this coffin. So you look over your shoulder, and it's like something. It opens the lid slightly and slides out. This thing like black lightning. It slides out of the coffin, snake-like, and then streaks down past the stone Durger figure and through the door. Within moments, it's just completely gone. Another
Link, what did you do?
streaks past, you see the Durga statues begin to tremble.
I'm gonna rush over and try and put that ruby back in the coffin.
Everyone, come on. Blink, is that a ruby?
Oh no.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
So Blink, you open the coffin, and as you get ready to put the ruby back in, the corpse you saw within the thing before is gone.
Ah, well, what can you do?
What?
Can I
Just gonna
attempt
pog
to
at the
take
ruby
this
again.
painting?
What was
Are
that,
you
Minerva?
serious?
Can I attempt to take this painting?
You could. It is more or less painted on the wall, so you would have to.
Oh, it's
you would
painted on
need,
the wall. Alright.
Yeah, you would need to. Yeah, it's a cave painting, so you would need to take.
Can I make a sketch of it?
Absolutely. Let's say
Alright.
roll a sleight of hand. Let's see how good the sketch is.
Sleight of hand. Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to get into any art studios, any museums, but you think you've done successfully enough. You've done well enough to capture the essence of the thing.
Hey everyone, everything's shaking over here. You might want to come over here.
An
Yeah.
earthquake?
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but it seems like
The
things are
world
shaking.
isn't shaking.
Gosh, I wonder what happened.
The
It's 'cause I
Durga
opened it.
statues, they definitely are.
No.
The shaking ever so much until finally they turn to you all.
Oh. Oh no.
The four of them, they turn to you all and start approaching you slowly but surely. The four of them approaching you, and as they're approaching you, I want you all to 1 moment. Back to there we go. A general name to add to the turn order. So as they're approaching you, I want everyone to roll for initiative.
Why am I first?
How fitting, isn't it?
There's still hope. What you got, Minerva?
Oh, I didn't even bring up the turn order, so
No.
give me a moment to
think it
bring
went
that
through.
up.
You think we should
and add
reroll?
your- Oh no, you should be fine.
Okay.
I'll clean it up in 1 moment. Hold those rolls, Minerva.
7.2.
Alright, clear that off, and then let me go about and add people. So Blink came in first with a 21. 21 on
Run
Blink.
to the restroom real quick while you're doing that.
Alright, understood. And when he returns, we will continue. Eddie with a 11. Minerva with a
7.
7.27. Let's see. Resco with a 5. Alright, let's go with a 5. And we need 4 turn rolls. So, once again, we'll go 8. Ooh, not 18. Ooh, 18, yes. Alright. I gotta change the name of that pond. Let me actually do that right now. Where is it at? I don't actually see it. So I guess it's just gonna be named Blink forevermore.
How fitting.
Let me see which one was that. That one. This
Nah.
one. 17, alright. That one is 217. And a 7. And then I'll sort that in order. Alright. As soon as we can, we will continue.
I do have to ask: are these like still stone or have they unstoned?
They have unstoned.
Okay.
What is
Oh,
our
no.
battle music for this occasion?
Oh.
Right, there we go. We'll go with this one. So, while we waiting, how is everybody doing this fine evening?
I'm great. I just got a brand new ruby.
Indeed, and rubies sell for quite a lot.
Oh heck yeah! See, it was a good call.
You only take the evil things.
Only the profitable or cool things.
So what about that painting, huh?
I said profitable or cool things.
And which one is that?
It's cool. It's a trophy.
What? Well, while we wait, I suppose this is a perfect time for a bio break, so if you'll excuse me.
Ditto.
Dare I get another cup of tea? I have no bio to break. Oh, yes. Uh-oh. The bot stopped. Oh, because Lucan is disabled.
Silly bot.
Is everyone present?
I am here.
I am here.
Mhm.
Yes.
Alright, so,
I live.
as you all are summoned over, you come to see the Durger, once stone, no longer stone, but their flesh is gray as if it were. They stand there, each one of them, their eyes that milky white of something that lives in the Underdark. They're staring at you all, their war picks at the ready. Blink, you lead the charge.
Alright. I guess for my action, I'm going to plant growth the area.
Well, let's see. It's not trying to tell you to plant within a specific area. Two possibility. If you cast a spell once, you plant rain. Oh no plant. There are no plants down here, so that first option isn't available.
Ooh.
Yeah, the second option also isn't available. So.
Oh, then let's
yeah,
pretend like that didn't even happen.
absolutely. Time did not move forward.
Okay, then. I guess I'll move back a little bit. In fact, I'll get really
Alright.
close to Eddie.
Of course.
And then I'll cast Dissonant Whispers on the guy that's closest to Resko over here on the left side.
Alright. So this one, he's going to roll his wisdom save. And 17. So does that have damage or no damage?
Failed save, it takes 3. Oh, okay, it failed. Let's see here. On a successful save, takes half damage and doesn't have to move away. Okay, he's good.
Alright. So, it takes 7 points of damage. It remains where it's standing.
Indeed.
Alright. Which one is it? The one furthest in the back. He goes next. What's at the end of your turn, Blake?
Oh yeah, that's it.
Alright. One furthest in the back. He goes next, and you see him that Resko is the only thing in range. It walks up to you, Resko.
Oh.
It gives you a once-up, a look up and down. Then it raises its war pick and attacks you. Does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Alright. With that, it does 7 points of damage to you.
I'm gonna use cutting words for reaction.
Alright. Go ahead and roll your inspiration die.
Alright. Okay.
Alright.
Oh, rolled. Oh, I see. Sorry, my bad. Let's see.
You're good. You're good.
That's a D8, right? Okay.
Alright. So, you take instead of 7 points of damage, 5 points of damage. Or do you use cutting words to take away its attack? I believe you could choose to use it on the attack roll or the damage roll or the just damage roll.
The damage.
Alright, very well then. You take 5 points of damage instead. And as it strikes you with this war pick, it says something in Undercommon. Does anyone speak Undercommon?
I do not.
Does Dwarvish count?
No, it does not.
Sad
I
face.
speak Undercommon.
Alright. It says something in Undercommon, and Minerva, you understand it. It's saying that it won't allow you to leave the tomb.
I'll relay that message. It says it won't allow us to leave here.
Would it happen to say
I don't
why?
get the judge of that. It did not.
Let's say hypothetically someone took a ruby and they put that back, would they allow us to leave?
There's only one way to find out.
I think we can take them off.
Surely. Alright, that marks the end of that one's turn. The next one. Oop, not that one, but y'all can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So the one that once stood in front of it is going to move forward. But it's not gonna go for Resco, it's going to go for you, Blink. And as it does,
What did I do?
step over the coffin. As it steps in front of you, Blink, it raises his pickaxe, his war axe, and does a 12 hit you?
It does not.
Alright, so it swings at you with the war pick and misses you completely. And like the one before it, it says that it won't allow you to leave this tomb.
Since it passed me, do I get a chance attack of opportunity?
Oh, yeah,
on
yes,
it?
you absolutely did. Yes, you absolutely did.
Okay. And I'll use my quarterstaff.
Alright, that definitely hit,
Oh,
and you
go
do
Resco.
crit damage to it. So as it's walking past you, do you two-handed or one-hand your quarterstaff?
Two-hand.
Alright, so as it walks past you, it takes 9 points of damage as it continues forward to try and attack Blink. The next one, standing behind that, it walks forward as well. While the first one attacked you, Resco, this one, hold on, let me make sure that's not too far. Because these things actually don't have 30 feet of movement speed. Alright. Well, wielding his war axe and war pick and lumbering forward, it comes for you, Eddie. And this raises his war pick. And does a 17 hit you?
Of course.
Alright.
Wait, what's your AC?
I don't know.
We're just like, yeah, it is.
Let me
I know
just
what
go
it is,
ahead
but it did it.
and take a look. Let me see. Where is Eddie? Eddie. Wow, there are a lot of characters here. Where is Eddie?
What is DC? Armor?
Yeah, your armor class.
It is a 12.
Alright, so yes, it hits you then.
I
And it
told
does
you.
to you with this pickaxe 6 points of damage. War pick, pickaxe, war pick, same thing. It does to you 6 points of damage.
You could take it. I'm not gonna waste my cutting words on you.
Well, that was on Blink. I mean, not on Blink, on Eddie.
I know.
He knows I'm squishy.
Then, it repeats the same thing as the previous one. You will not be allowed to leave this tomb. Eddie, it is your move. Standing before you, more or less, two. Oh wait, Resco. You get an attack of opportunity if that one walks past you because there's not that much movement between that point. So go ahead.
All right. Let me scroll down here.
Hey, Blink.
Yeah, what's up?
How's your constitution saves looking?
All right. As the thing walks past you, you swing on it like you did with the first one, but unfortunately you miss it as it walks up to Eddie and takes a swing. Eddie, your move.
Okay.
I will shock you.
Shock you right back. I'm thinking real hard. Don't worry. I guess this one's right in my face. I guess I'll just spit right in his face.
All right.
Ah!
So, as you wield your poison spray, Eddie, you shoot this mist out at this Durger, and it shakes it off. Durgers. Oh wait. They aren't immune. They had advantage against poison. So let's see. DC of 14. All right. So yes, It takes 13 points of damage. Which one are you attacking? The one in front of you or the one in front of Bleak?
One in front of me.
All right.
I am your god.
I cannot pray if I cannot live.
I'll prepare a place to you in the afterlife.
As the poison enters his eyes, you could tell he's looking a little rough.
One of my favorite words.
All right, from Eddie to the first one. Resco, everyone else is going for the other two. Unfortunately for you, you stand between it and Minerva. So it walks up to you, Resco, and it attacks. It misses as it swings, as it raises its war pick above its head and swings down. It was a 9. So I'm just gonna go out on the slightest limb and assume your armor class is not 9 or lower.
It is not.
All right. So with that, we go to Minerva. Your move, Minerva.
So I'm gonna walk over here where Resco is because he seems pretty busy with two on one, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm gonna quicken and cast a spell. So I'm gonna use a sorcery point
All right.
to use quickened, so I can cast this spell, sir.
All right. Hold person. Which one are you casting hold person onto?
On this one right here.
All right. So the one nearest to you,
Yes,
we're
sir.
going to roll a wisdom save. What is your spell DC?
16.
And does 11 beat it? All right. So this Durger, is held. Which one was that? That was the one at
This
the
one
bottom.
here?
Yeah.
All right. Now, since
it
it is now held and paralyzed,
sorry, Russ, we gotta shrink you down a bit. Can't reach it. All right.
I'm gonna attack it. With
All
my
right.
weapon.
Go ahead.
So, hang on. Let me roll it here.
Excuse me if y'all can hear me stirring my tea. I forgot this song is a very short version of that song. Let me see if I can find a longer version.
Alright, so I'm gonna cast that.
Green Flame Blade. That's part of an action used to cast the spell. You must make a melee attack with a weapon.
And this is the melee attack.
Right?
It's an automatic crit because it's paralyzed.
Of course. Give me one moment while I...
And then the target next to it also takes 9 damage.
Alright, give me one moment. Alright, by the way, if any of you ever have a song you would like to suggest as our music for the battles or what have you, feel free.
Yeah.
I can't find it. A longer version of it. Alright, so yes, sorry. Alright, let me just take a gander at that. That's part of an action, and then hit the target with the normal effect, and okay, so roll again, because you said you were rolling. You the hell, so roll with advantage.
Just automatically crits.
Well, that 14 would not be enough to hit.
Alright, hang on. So roll with advantage. Alright. Let's see. That wasn't that one. So.
Alright, so yes. Unfortunately, with your rapier aglow with this green flame, you swing on the Durger, but the spell more or less bounces off of it. Your sword bounces off of it, not quite strong enough to pierce its armor. So that marks the end of your turn. Alright, Resco, your move.
Okay, so I'm gonna cast Shadow from like right here,
Absolutely.
where it just reaches these two. Cast this at 3rd level.
Alright.
And that has On any, what do you call it, a creature made of inorganic material such as stone, crystal, or metal has a disadvantage on the saving throw for the Constitution for that.
Understood. The Durger, however, are no longer made of stone.
Ah.
However, agree. Now, before I do that, does whole person apply disadvantage to anything?
What's the spell for you? Yeah,
Uh-huh.
'cause as long as I know, it's just paralysis.
Yeah, that's what it's
So I have to go to paralysis. In there.
Alright, so we're both gonna roll their constitution. Alright, both of them have failed the constitution save. So both take 14 walloping points of thunder damage. And the one held by Minerva's spell is on death's door. The other is looking a little rough. Alright, does that mark the end of your turn, Resto?
Let's see.
Alright, so this is paralyzed.
Alright.
The wrong one. No, I posted that in the right one. You've been posting in the wrong one.
Oh, have I? Whoops. Ha ha!
So is it possible to do like an attack spell like that and then also use the bonus action to attack, or?
No, you can't use your bonus action to attack, unfortunately.
Okay. Alright. I guess I'll end my turn.
Alright. Blink, you lead the charge once again.
Alright, I'm going to look over to Eddie and say, sorry that you have to see me like this. And I'm going to equip Taladin Strike onto my soul.
Alright.
Is this your lord power?
So the might of Toladin fills you as your eyes begin to go excuse me. I'm eating a cookie right now. So,
Demon.
the might of Toladin fills you as your eyes begin to glow green. As you may recall, this allows you to apply 3 points to your attack roll and your damage roll.
Indeed. And as this happens, I'm going to physically equip my 2 long swords. And I'm going to use the first strike on the guy right in front of me.
Alright. Alright.
16
And with
hit.
the added 3 to that, that's 16, which is enough to hit. With that, you do, with another added 3, you do 11 points of damage
Oh, wow.
to the Durga that stands before you. And this is on death's door.
Yeah, I'll hit him again.
Alright, go ahead.
Gee.
Alright. Even with Toladin's might, even with Toladin's strike, you can't manage to hit it this time. No.
Yeah, alright. Just let it be then.
Apply the 3 points of influence upon yourself.
Can do.
As your eyes, as the glow in your eyes dull just ever so slightly, but not so much that it's gone.
Cool.
Alright. The one standing before you, wounded. Still, I should probably stop eating cookies while you're doing it. But still, the one standing before you, wounded, raises his war stick and swings. And because of the damage it incurred, it misses you. It stands its ground. That was actually the one in front of Eddie. Either way, the one in front of Eddie came after it, so it's fine. Wait. No. That was the one in front of Resco. Resco. It's gonna raise its war pick and take a swing at you and it hits with a 17.
Hey,
It
idiot!
does 8 cutting words.
Bet you
So-
can't hit me.
Alright. So we're cutting words. As you say this, Blink, the one that stands in front of Resco, getting ready to attack it, he turns to you confused. He can't speak. He can speak neither. He can't speak common. He only knows undercommon dwarven, but he can feel you taunting him. But he's focused. He turns his attention back to Resco, and Resco does a 12 hit you.
No.
All right. So it misses you as it turns its attention away from Blink, and it just stands there for a moment, trying to comprehend somehow within his brain what he said to him that was so distracting. With that, we go to the one in front of you, Eddie. That one is going to raise its war pick and hits you with a 20. What that is going to do, 7 points of damage to you.
Ow.
I'll heal you back up.
And he stands its ground, Eddie, as it comes to your turn.
I was so motivated by Blink's godly show of power. I'll just spit at the one in front of him.
All right. Let's see then. The one in front of him.
Wait, what? Why?
All right.
Save
It failed.
you.
All right. It failed both of those. The Constitution save. So it takes 16 points of poison damage. And as the poison fills his eyes, it begins to just hold his head, trying to get the poison out of it. It stings, it burns, it tumbles, it falls, and as the poison claims it, it falls face first into the 2-foot water.
I love you, Blink.
I heart you too, disciple.
So,
Polluting my water.
the ones that Minerva held is going to try what was it, a wisdom save to try and break the hold? Let's see. Oh, at the end of its each turn. So yeah, its turn goes by, but it's going to try and make its wisdom save, and that does not succeed. I didn't forget anything. Alright, okay, it's fine. So, the Durga just stands before you, Minerva. It is still held by your spell. Minerva, it is your turn now.
Alright. So it's still held, you said, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Let's try that again then. So I'm gonna. If it works.
Oh,
Okay, there you
that
go.
definitely hit.
Well, I would have been a crit anyway, but I guess now that's not what I'm trying to do. But it's part of it. I'm trying to cast this again.
Alright. So, that definitely hits. You do to the one standing before you enough damage that when you stab it,
16, 20.
you know that you hit this thing's heart, and the flames within the blade, they move up through the body, and you could see its veins begin to glow. As the fire fills it, and it dies then and there. The one next to it, it takes 6 points.
+5, yeah.
No, 6 points of damage from your spell, and it is on death's door.
I feel like every day I discover a new level of gruesome death.
With that, Resco, as Minerva pulls back her sword and you see the fire still leaking out of the wound and jumping to the next Durga, is your move.
Alright.
Bonus action.
I'm gonna...
Oh,
So you get a
It's
sorcery
you.
point back.
alright, go ahead. And go ahead, Resco.
I'm going to... Just gonna try to knock it out with my staff.
Alright, by all means.
Gasps loudly.
It's the
Are you
gas
okay?
for.
I guess we'll see.
Alright. You swing with your staff, and it raises its war pick above its head to block your attack.
All right. See here. I will. Can I use a bonus action to like crumple up like some of the cookies from my leftover cookies and kind of throw it in its face?
Mm-hmm. Okay. By all means, go ahead and crumple the cookie. And let's say, roll a standard D20. Let's see what that does.
Okay.
Alright, so you crumble up this cookie as much as you can into how many crumbs as you can, and you throw these crumbs like sand into the Durger's face, and they kind of just roll off of him, and it looks at you confused.
He's not a duck.
It was a magic spell. Ooh.
You can roll a deception on that.
Why not?
With disadvantage because it doesn't understand what you're saying.
What does it speak?
Undercommon and Dwarvish.
I can
I
translate
speak
it for him.
Dwarvish.
Hey, you said it didn't speak Dwarvish.
Oh, so my apology. I meant I thought when you said earlier when it spoke Undercommon, you couldn't understand Undercommon because it's not Dwarvish.
Yeah, well,
but
I
it
said that
does
in
speak
Dwarvish.
Dwarvish. Alright, so with that, it believes you. It believes what Blink said, but Visco, it's not certain what type of effect the spell will have. Until this effect happens, it will stand its ground.
Sweet.
Alright.
It's a blessing. This is my goodwill. Just lick a piece of it, and you'll see. We came here to christen this tomb.
I'll repeat that back in Dwarvish.
Do you know Dwarvish, Visco?
No, I do not.
Alright, so you say this in
I'll try to get
Undercommon.
Undercommon for him.
Alright,
Unless he knows
so,
Undercommon too.
Yeah, translate.
Alright, so as you translate this, Minerva, the Durga, it shakes his head and it repeats in Undercommon that you all shall not be allowed to leave the tomb.
Oh, I tried.
Why'd you say it was a
Alright.
blessing?
You know, I kind of like the tomb.
Alright, then with that, we go to Blink. Blink, it is your move now.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer up on the guy, and do I have to redo the Tolidin's Fury?
Yeah, if you choose to use Toladin Strike, you will have to apply Influence, but you don't have to. Oh, well, yes, generally yes. You have to say you're going to use it again.
Boy, we'll just keep it as is. I'll just strike him twice with my longsword.
All right. Normally you would not get 2 attacks.
Oh no! That's my bonus action. Two weapon fighting.
Oh, I did not know that Blink had that.
It's because I don't fight with weapons.
Let me just confirm. At the DM, it is one duty that I'm tasked with. I did not know. Give me a moment. Right, there it is.
That's also why I picked up an extra longsword on our last campaign.
Yeah, there we go. All right, so both of those, in fact, do hit it. So with the first slash, you do 2 points of damage. With the second one, you do 3 points. So in total, 5 points of damage. And the Durger standing in front of Eddie is not as injured as it expected to be after it saw what you do to his friend.
I'm gonna silently sob now. I'm gonna end my turn.
All
I
right.
know I was not worthy of being saved again.
Let's go. The Durga standing in front of you. It raises his war pit, and it misses as it swings down. It landed a 6.
Rub it in, Resco, rub it in.
The one in front of you, Eddie, it turns toward Blink now. Raises its war pit, and it too lands a 6. So it swings and hits the coffin instead as Blink nearly dodges out of the way. Eddie, it is your move now.
Alright. Let's keep going with what's working.
Alright, so upon the Durga to stand in front of you, 5. It failed and it takes 16 points of damage. And it is on death's door.
Oh, yeah.
Minerva, it is your move.
Alright. I'm gonna. Well, hang on. Is it still paralyzed or is it dead now?
The paralyzed one is dead.
Okay. So I'm gonna attack this one then.
Alright, by all means.
Let's see.
He is so happy he gets to fight and stay in the water.
Alright, that definitely hits. Alright, with that, you do. Yeah, that was enough to get it. So, as what you did with the one before, you stab the thing with your rapier, aglow with green flame, and as it meets the heart, once more you see it. The fire fills its veins and burns to the surface of the skin as it falls over and dies. There now stands only one Durga between you all and perhaps departing from this location. With that,
I'm gonna live here forever.
we go to your turn, Resco.
Alright. Okay, so again, were these just knocked over?
Those two in front of you are dead. And the one behind you is also dead.
Alright. Let's see. So if I cast Shatter. Wait, this right here is just one of them, right?
Yeah, but that one's dead.
Okay, so there's just this one left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll go over to that one. And we'll just try to knock it out.
Alright, by all means.
Firmly gasps.
Right, that hits. So, with a two-hand swing of your quarterstaff, you bring it down over the Durga's head. It moves in a way as if suddenly struck dizzy, and then it falls over, unconscious. Gotta scream down, blink.
No, that was a rush.
Alright, with that, as that one falls unconscious, I want you all to roll a perception. Okay. Come on, give me one more 14.
Oh.
Alright. With that, you all, at this final Durga, as you knock the Durga out, you hear loudly screams echoing from the rest of this location. Screams in Undercommon, reaching back to you. And remember, as you speak it, you understand. They are cursing whatever it was that attacked them.
Now, when you say cursing, do you mean magically, or they're just upset?
Cursing as in, how dare you, I'll kill you, I'll get you, you bastard, don't do this to me, in that sense.
Well, I didn't
Eddie,
do
finish him off.
anything. Finish him off. Home.
This is your test.
What?
And leave the water? We didn't even loot the bodies. Is this guy dead? He's not dead? What
The
are we
one in
doing?
front of you is not dead. The others, however, are. And yeah,
Guys,
feel
there's a
free. Go ahead.
So we know right now that all the others, those statues are probably all the ones we passed. Like, what was it, 10?
There's a
They're
couple
probably
of them.
gonna try to attack us in a few minutes.
Yeah,
Should loot the bodies and see what they have on them, so we can defend ourselves with it.
of course.
I'd like to loot this
Kleptomaniac.
coffin since we're already fucked anyway. So
All right, go ahead and open the coffin up.
I opened it.
As
At
you
least
open
you
the
have some
coffin,
decency about it.
as you open the coffin, you see, similar to what was in the previous one, a body wrapped in formal wear, put to rest, their face wrapped up so that you may not see it. Diamond rings on each of their fingers, and around their neck, a sapphire necklace.
Wait a second, this one's still in there? What if the other one ran off so he can fight us later on? Maybe you should leave all that stuff in there.
I take everything.
So, you
The
take
body, the wraps, the outfit, like.
No, I
find
took all
everything.
the rings and the amulets and
so you have on you 10 diamond rings,
Oh
And-
god.
a sapphire necklace. And as you lift the sapphire necklace, you see an eyeball, ever so briefly, look at you, then fade away.
Is
As
it
you
a
do
suit?
this, and as you do this, the body inside of the coffin, stirred, begins to glow ever so briefly. Then the body, it sort of breaks into streams of electricity that flow out of the coffin and zap out of this area.
Oh no.
So, you all were looting bodies, right?
I was not.
No.
Well, I mean, looting is a strong word.
So, Blink investigates more or less.
this is for when we're out of here.
Alright. Blink more or less investigates the corpses to see what he can pick off of them. They
Yeah,
only wear chainmail, they possess shields, and they have their war pit. Blink, as you're investigating the bodies, roll an investigation. Right.
Yeah.
As you're investigating these bodies, Blink, you see on one of the arm of all of them, in fact, something written in Undercommon.
Hey Minerva, would you mind reading this for me? It looks like it's undercommon.
I'll read it.
Alright, so whenever you walk back, and on each of their arms, it says the same thing. My life to keep the light sealed away.
I'm starting to think
I
this
think
is some
this
sort of
was a very bad idea.
Yeah,
or
why
at the
did you
very
loot those
least-
bodies?
I just look at them.
The
So-
lights.
Minerva, as you walk to the door, roll another perception.
I rolled a
Okay,
stealth,
right.
so I can go stealth.
Alright. So anyone who's stealthing, I'm going to say as you all leave this room, y'all sneak out. So, Minerva, as you walk to the door, you hear.
Oh shit!
Uh-huh.
Can we though? Eddie can't see shit.
Oh, yeah. If y'all stealth, y'all will be leaving
So, like,
Eddie behind in the
I
dark.
gave Eddie a torch earlier.
Ah, yeah, there we go.
But the torch would give away our positions.
Not if you all go ahead of Eddie. But yeah, Minerva, as you go to the door first, as you head to charge, you hear again screams and undercoming comment as they curse the name of the things that attacked them.
Please.
Alright.
All right.
Like, maybe you should go stealth or try to. We can all stealth out of there.
So let's go.
Yeah, what do you think,
Minerva.
Minerva?
He's already gone.
I'll stealth it for now. But like, she's just taking point because she does that.
All right. So Minerva
It's
and
not
Resto,
flashbacks.
as you sneak back into the darkness, you make sure to hide yourselves as best you can. Blink, Eddie, you are leading the back. You just watch as your allies disappear.
I'm about to stealth.
All right, by
I'm
all
just setting up my advantage. Oh god.
means. So, Blink, you realize that maybe it would be wise to sort of try and disappear, and as best you can, you prepare yourself to step into the darkness, fade away. Go ahead and proceed. Eddie, your master, more or less, left you in the light of this
I'm
dome.
keeping her safe. Him safe.
Okay.
All you can see, Eddie, as you step forward, is the darkness of the previous area. Alright. Eddie, too, then gets the mind to try and step, to try and hide himself. And as you all proceed back towards the door, to the entrance of this place. Remember, you peek around the corner, and the Durga that you had knocked down before, they are still down. However, they are not stone, and they are very much not alive. You see both of these Durga laying there, their necks ripped out, and their eyes removed.
All right.
I don't like the looks of
It looks
that.
something has been this way.
Was it always like that?
No, it
No, I
was
don't
not.
believe so.
We knocked those over, so I don't know if that could have had some kind of effect on them.
I think it means their eyeballs are valuable and we should go back and take the other.
Maybe.
I strongly disagree.
The other Durga, the one you did knock over, is unstoned now, but is still alive, and you can see in his white, in his milky eyes, horror, terror. It has come across something it didn't have hoped to face.
I'll
We
speak
should-
to it. I'll try talking to it.
Yeah,
Alright, by all means,
What happened here?
I said to you, how should I do a dwarven voice? I don't know. But I said to you, the light, the light, the light.
I'm gonna hold Eddie's hand and kind of make sure he's.
Seeing as how I'm a Platinum,
Mm-hmm.
and I know Jogger are typically evil,
Mm-hmm.
I'm probably just gonna ignore him.
All you got from this dark dragon, standing there terrified, is calling out. It's just repeating, the light, the light, the light.
I'm gonna
And it
pull
doesn't-
up. Oh, sorry.
Go
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it doesn't even have the will to fight. It has dropped his war pick.
I'm gonna walk up to it and like pull up my longsword and hold it up to its neck and tell us. All right, and just be like, oh wait, in Dwarvish, be like, all right, tell us everything you know. What the heck is going on here?
The light, the light, the light.
Oh god.
The thing is, whatever these things, whatever happened to its allies, this has been driven. So it's terrified so much that even your attempt at intimidating it, it doesn't breach its terror. It's just stricken with fear.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything off of these guys. Whatever the heck did this is probably a little bit more dangerous than what we just fought.
I think you should comfort him, and I hug him.
Okay.
And you hug the Durger, and it doesn't respond to your touch. It's just repeating again and again, the light, the light, the light,
The light is good, the dark is bad.
the light.
It's good, the dark is bad. Shh, it's okay.
Are you gonna have another son?
So,
No.
well, it's not an animal, so that doesn't quite work.
There's a goblin!
And you kind of repeated to it you repeated the light in broken undercommon and sort of threw in it's good in common and it didn't quite give that, so you don't think you're gonna reach the thing.
I speak dwarfish.
All right, so you said the light is good indoors, but you do it in the undercommon because you only know that it's saying the light in undercommon.
Oh no. I don't want to leave him.
Well, at Minerva, as you peek around the corner, you see the two Durgas that were standing there before. Both of them looking around, terrified. They heard the calls of their ally, and they're ready. They're waiting, and as you two approach, as you peek around the corner, hold on, they're both going to roll for initiative.
For perception.
Yeah, we're on stealth, aren't we?
Oh yeah. Give me one moment. I'm going to roll for initiative anyways because they're on guard. Give me a moment. Just give me one moment.
What if I cast Cure Wounds on him?
Well, he's not injured.
He is in the
Just
inside.
Cure Wounds do not help the internal injury.
We have to bring him, guys.
Didn't you just kill one of his allies?
Carry him.
Two of them?
This one's broken.
Eddie, what's it gonna do if it finds out that its father murdered his friends?
I'm not gonna be his father, just his friend.
Although this Durga is very old, much older than Zert, and even I don't know how old is Eddie.
124.
Yeah, they're pretty much close to Eddie's age. Alright. Perception. Give me one moment to first roll for initiative for them. Initiative. Alright. And the other one. Alright. Let me just fix that order. And then we're going to roll for perception to see who we can see. Oops, I did that wrong. So, they're looking around cautious, wondering when the light will strike next. And one, it sees nothing. Most of you can get past the other one. As you're sneaking past Minerva, Resco, you get past it, but Blink and Eddie, as you're walking past, and this is the nearest one, you're walking past it. Minerva and Resco, y'all get past it, but Blink and Eddie, it spots you all.
Eddie, what are you doing?
I'm sobbing.
I'll protect you. Oh, that's right, you have health god.
Minerva and Resco, y'all can go ahead to the next two. We'll get to them in a moment. But Blink.
I'll wait. I'll stand by. Make sure everybody passes.
You two, you wait in the shadows as your allies come along, and as they do so, the Durga, it spots them. It says something in undercommon to its friend. It says, attack those who freed the light. And it raises the stick at Blink. And Blink, technically you have initiative, so as you turn the corner, you see
we're not rerolling initiative?
Oh, no, you won't.
Oh.
Can I tell Eddie to get back a little?
I was trying to get that opportunity of attack in.
Oh, go ahead.
No, it's okay. Because Damon's not doing a round, so.
Before that, can I actually try something?
By all means.
I want to sneak behind them and use this to make my voice like super deep.
Why couldn't you do that to convince my friend to come?
Alright.
And,
And what are you trying to do with this?
do that. And I'm just gonna say, "We are the light."
Right.
Like
I want you to roll a deception with advantage.
All right. Deception.
Tell me to make light. I can make light.
Oh, there it is.
Alright. They both believe you when you say we are the light, and they reach and they touch the shoulder where you saw writing written before, tattooed onto their arm, and they stare at Blink and they say, Stop the light!
What?
And Blink, go ahead. You have initiative.
Can I tell Eddie to move back as a bonus action?
Follow me.
Alright, I need you to get back at least 10 feet, please. Everybody.
Yeah, how long is 10 feet? Is 10 feet? Go.
If I had to make a,
God, 10 feet.
well, that would be the wall. So you might want to just, go around the corner.
You can't bring back to my friend.
Oh, my mistake. I mean 15 feet.
You're
Well, there is a wall between the previous Durga and those, so theoretically, anyone who's behind the wall should be fine.
Alright, you guys wanna, move away?
It's like it's too much movement to go all the way back there and then attack.
Yeah. All right.
I'm gonna just stay. I'll eat it. That's okay.
All right.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, Resco already went back. All right. Then go ahead, Blink.
Oh, okay, never
They don't
mind.
know
I guess I'll just do 1 damage to everybody.
As this actually happens, since I'm over here, anyway, can I try Blink's with me, right?
Blink is on the other side of the wall. Eddie's with you.
Okay.
Hi.
Eddie.
Hi. Yeah.
Eddie speaks Undercommon, right?
No, Eddie speaks Common,
Dwarvish.
Druidic, Dwarfish, Elfish, and Primordial.
So will that translate to this dwarf guy?
No, because I don't know that he speaks Dwarfish.
He does. You spoke to him in Dwarvish before. You got the impression that he understood what you said.
Okay. So I don't speak Dwarvish, but I can try to charm him with suggestion.
Will that make him hit like our Pokemon?
We can try.
Alright.
If he understands.
While you're doing that, okay, so the first Durga, it exceeds the Constitution save. It takes half damage, right?
Indeed.
Alright, give me one moment. So that one takes 6 points of damage. The one standing behind it, though, it did not expect this thunder wave to come out at it. And it gets hit and knocked back against the wall. Alright, so yeah. Get knocked back against the wall and knocked prone. So, this one got knocked prone. That one was actually the one that would have attacked after you. So, knocked prone, it uses half its movement speed to stand back up. When it does that, well, y'all are pretty close, so it doesn't have to go far. So, let's see, actually, because half its movement speed. Alright, no, it doesn't have to go far. Blink, as it stands back up, it walks over to you and raises the war pick above its head. Does a 17 hit you?
What you gonna do with that little weapon, huh?
Well, that wasn't a charm. It was just a normal attack.
Wait, what? Oh, whoops! Didn't mean to do that. Okay, thank God.
That was a mean charm.
And right, let's go. What were you trying to do with the previous Durga?
I'm trying to convince it to follow Eddie.
Follow
Right.
the first frog you see.
Eddie, I want you
Eddie is
to
a
roll
friend.
a persuasion
Oh
with
god.
disadvantage.
Oh god, I don't know how to even do that.
And while that's happening, all right. So its damage. It was going to do. Let's see. It was going to do 10 points of damage to you, but go ahead and roll your inspiration die. All right. You take 3 points of damage instead.
Hey.
Previous one. It still hasn't seen Minerva. All it sees is you standing before it. The second one, rather. Let me just. Root. I did that too many roots. Either way, the other one.
See me? Because I had gotten knocked prone as well. And so-
Oh, all right. So yeah, it does see you, but still, it's focusing on Blink. If he's gonna take his war pick in both of his hands, it's going to attack. Does a whoops? No, a 10 would not hit you. So
Oh god.
it raises his war pick and tries to hit you, and it missed. Eddie, over with the dagger. You're speaking to it in dwarven. It knows, but this isn't its main language. It doesn't trust things that go for dwarvish first. It hasn't been considered a normal dwarf in a long time, and it has no desire to go along with you.
It wants to die.
It just shakes its head. It shakes its head and repeats the light over and over. If that happens, Minerva, it's your turn.
I'm gonna get up
Mm-hmm.
for half my move speed. I'm gonna walk over here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna attack. With my
That hits.
and hang on.
Alright. So the first one takes that's 15 points of damage. Wait, no. That's 13 points of damage. 13 points of damage. And it's looking like it's on death's door. And the other one takes 12 points of damage. And it too is on death's door. Closer to death's door than the previous one, in fact. With that, we go over to Eddie, who was previously engaged with trying to convince the Durga to come with it.
What if I roll a guidance?
Let's see. You're pretty well, you could try adding guidance to that.
A nat one with guidance.
Alright. Even with that guidance, the thing has no reason to come with you. Right, so that's gonna count as your turn, trying to convince it to come with you. So we're going to come back to the top with Blink. Blink, both of these, they're on death's door.
I'm gonna brandish my swords out again, and I'm just gonna go ahead and attack the one that's directly above me.
It's all Blink's fault.
Alright. That hit. What? Never mind. Ignore me. I was looking at my nervous. I had scrolled up. That still hits, though.
Is he dead? Because I don't want to. Should
Oh,
I?
absolutely.
Oh, okay,
That
cool.
flash, it goes down. You bury your sword into his neck, and it falls over.
I'm gonna look to the other one, and should I kill it or try to intimidate it?
Who can say?
Alright, yeah, I'm gonna hold up my sword to him, and I'm gonna, like, hold it to his neck and be like, alright, unless you want this to be you, let me know what's going on here, and what the heck is the light?
Roll for intimidation.
Advantage?
Sure.
Yeah!
It just it grips its war pick tighter, prepared to fight you to the last moment.
Oh, I tried.
You didn't try hard enough. You don't even know what trying
You
is.
still have your second attack, Blink.
Oh, okay, cool, then I guess I'll do that. Yeah, get out of
That
here.
hits. And with that flash, you bury your sword into this one's next too. Next too. It falls prone. So, at your leisure, you both can proceed forward. I mean, rather, all four of you can proceed forward.
Search the bodies.
Alright, more war picks, more shields, more scale mail, and also the same tattoo written on his shoulder.
Eddie.
What?
What
What is?
If they could have seen me anyway, they
Really
would have
tried.
seen me hit the wall, and they would
Oh,
have
yeah.
tried to too, so there's no reason for me to even bother stealthing.
Mm-hmm.
We really tried, Eddie. Come on.
What if? What if I wild shape?
They definitely heard that noise.
Alright. So, they definitely would have heard the the fight, especially with the thunder wave announcing your presence. So stealthing won't really do you any favors. But go ahead and
Come on,
proceed.
Eddie. Come on.
What if I?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you all for a second.
For the most part, stealthing is no good here because the thunder wave pretty much announced that you all were present.
Should we kill it and put it out of its misery? We just gonna leave it here?
It is in our house, so I kinda don't want it to stay here and kill us at night.
We're gonna keep a thing living in our basement.
Speaking of which, isn't there 2 more on the other side?
She doesn't even want to be my friend.
There were 2 more on the
Shouldn't
other
we-
side, as far as y'all know.
Shouldn't we leave it for now and come back?
Let's just leave it for now and come back.
Figure out what all is going on here.
You, as your allies rejoin you, Minerva, looking for Blink. What's up?
I'm gonna go back! I'm gonna try to skid! You can't stay here. You are going to die. Tell me what I want to know.
Roll a persuasion with disadvantage.
But
I'm gonna
Because
cry.
it is terrified of the light.
yeah. Hey, give me a guidance.
Yeah, you won't want to offer Blink some guidance?
No. I don't
What?
want
It's
to
a
kill it.
cantrip! I'm not gonna kill him! No, I'm telling him that he needs to tell me what he needs to know. And come with us, I guess. I don't know.
Alright, well, Eddie walks up and puts a slimy hand on your back and offering you guidance because he senses the good in your heart. But this Durger, it refuses
Bardic
to leave
inspiration.
his place. I mean, you could certainly use Bardic Inspiration on yourself.
Fine, okay, stay here. We don't care.
Alright. So, and if once more refuses to acquiesce, you all just
I
depart.
hold Eddie's hand and I'm just.
Should we
Bring him
tie him up?
along.
So,
That's a good. Yeah, someone go tie him up.
Your rope back. You could just force them to come with you.
I try.
you could literally force, use the rope, tie him up, drag him along.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
They're just
Alright,
a
I
dwarf.
guess we're doing that.
Let's do that one.
Alright.
that.
It
Do
is
that.
terrified and is not moving. So it's not even going to put up a fight as you wrap the ropes around it, begin dragging it along. And Minerva, as you proceeded forward, after the previous fight, as you proceeded forward, Minerva, you see the other 2 dwarves. They look to have been fighting for a moment. They're wounded for the most part, but more than anything, they're both dead. And they're both dead, standing there as if they never turned back from stone. Dead, and just so slightly, you can see a pulsing light, one red, one blue, in the throats of these Durger.
Looks like some lightsabers been through here.
Alright. So, with your Durger
That's
prisoner,
the light.
you all proceed outward. Proceed outward.
Prisoner, he's my friend.
No further attack coming as you drag him along. And as you're dragging him along, you all presumably continue forward and out to the hole in the wall. And in a moment,
The light probably came out and murdered my other child. I hate this house. Except the pool.
so give me a moment to
Guys, we can't close up the hole, because I'll never be able to come back to the pool.
I hope our house isn't in shambles.
So, as you all go forward with your new Durger prisoner, you return to your house, and nothing seems amiss here. Grab that burger too, man.
Sorry.
Oh, right, I forgot to grab Blink and drag him over too. Give me a moment.
Priorities.
Because Blink color is stuck on the other place. How do I
All right.
move?
So Eddie, now while we have a moment here, what are you going to do with this grown man?
I'm going to fix him.
Okay, but let's not fix them inside the house, okay?
Okay.
Alright.
Like as in, I don't think they should be here until you get them fixed.
Do you want me to tie him outside like a dog?
No,
The grown man?
away from here.
Do you want me to ride him into town? Like,
Can get a place for him at Mods. You can just have him stay there.
I don't think
I still
Mod would
rent
like
a
that.
room at Mods.
Yeah, so keep him
With
keep
my-
him in that room.
Armor of flesh.
Why don't we take him to Demir? He seems to be good with this type of stuff.
Sure, just yep, okay, sure. Alright,
Wait,
you guys have fun with that.
Does Demir still exist in this world, or...?
Yeah, the mirror is in Caladium still.
Okay.
He's in
Do you want me
fact,
to lock him in the bathroom for
well,
now?
you have to look for him, but you know that the mirror is still in Caladium.
I'll go to the apothecary.
He left a note, I believe. Yeah, no, he left a note with the apothecary for them as well.
Alright,
Alright, yeah.
I believe. I think that's what I told you.
We'll just drag this man.
yeah. Alright, so
Wait, no, I have some nice robes. I'll dress him in the robes that I got from my
Oh,
last
go
mission.
Go back and get the suit on those bodies.
the bodies are
He
gone.
reached through the,
No.
from the apothecary, so if you need the bear, just ask the apothecary and he'll pass it along.
So, as you all step through the howling portal, something about it changes. The shape of it, the feel of it. You have this impression that this is not a portal anymore.
My
Just a
pool!
hole in the wall. A shallow hole in the wall.
I'm so glad I brought the man.
Alright. And do you continue to discuss this downstairs? Or you can head upstairs.
Should
Check
I
on
bring
Zert.
the man upstairs, or do you want me to lock him in the bathroom?
No, I'll take him to the apothecary
We
and see if I
should-
can...
Yeah, let's go. It's not gonna do that
Oh,
much good
no.
keeping this guy just in a bathroom. That's gonna be really weird.
Just for now.
What if he snaps out of it and tries to kill us all?
Important question. Did you all disarm him?
Yes! Strong yes!
I would really hope that we did.
He's tied up, so I
If
would
you
have
tied him up.
So, but
Of course.
Uh,
So, up the stairs each of you go. And
my son's still here.
nothing seems out of the ordinary. The house is normal, but you can't. Alright, so you walk around the corner. You see Zert lying there, Eddie, prone, as still as a statue himself.
Oh.
Koyo, too, seems to have been knocked out. Does anyone want to check and see if they're still alive?
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead. Alright, yes, Eddie, you get terrified, filled with terror for your son's life. You go up to him, you hold him in your arms, and you feel his pulse. He is alive. There doesn't seem to be any injuries upon him. Minerva, you check Koiel, and yeah, he too is alive.
Okay, something must have been strong to knock out Koiel here.
I don't think it was any struggle going on here. Otherwise, I think our furniture would be a little messed up.
Yeah.
It must have been some sort of psychic attack before it even walked by.
Should we do detect magic? Again?
By all means.
I don't have it.
Okay, I'll do it.
Anybody? Yeah. Anybody have any more slots for detect magic? All right. So, you take a moment, Resco. You sit down and try to hone your senses, and as you do so, you sense magic, all right? Magic coming from Blink and from Minerva.
I don't know where that comes from. It wasn't me.
You guys both took jewels, didn't you?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Would
Kill them?
one happen to be ruby and one happen to be sapphire?
I'm sorry, I don't speak common.
Because when we walked by, those guys, like their eyes were glowing ruby and sapphire color. If y'all recall.
I need to save my son!
Your son is all right. Minerva, as you walk up to the door, a knock comes at the door.
If it's that lady again, just kill her.
I think that's going a little far, Eddie.
It appears
not
you have a knock
murder.
on the door.
Answer it. Who cares?
We're still a little shaken up. I think
Go
Resco's
ahead
the
and
only
open
one.
up the door.
Oh.
All right. So Minerva.
I don't want to.
All right. So who's unlocking the door?
Alright, let's go do it.
All right, let's go. You open the door. You unlock the door. As you open it, Pauline Scammon just floods into the room. She's like, "Oh my God! Some amazing looking people just came out of your house. You had guests over and you didn't invite me back. Oh, I would have brought a delicious pie with me."
Alright, what people did you see?
Well, they were kind of mysterious, you know. The tall, handsome type, you couldn't really tell if they were a guy or a girl. And they were in these fine suits, but they had, like, wrappings over their faces, like, you know, mummies.
Did you see which direction they went?
Well, that's the darndest thing, actually. Once they walked out of the house, there was sort of like a boom and a crash and then lightning, and then they just shot up into the sky and disappeared. I
What
can
do you
come
all
in.
make of
I
this?
brought some dessert. We can sit down and talk about it, maybe.
Kick her out.
We're kind of in a crisis here at the moment.
All right, I understand. Here's what I'll do. I'll go home and I'll make a pie, and I'll bring you all a crisis pie.
That's Mod
You're a very
2.0.
nice lady. But if you're going to do that, you should probably also bring a very nice bottle of water.
All right, you will do. I'll be right back. And so,
Take your time with that.
as she heads off, you close the door, and a few minutes pass, and another knock comes at the door.
My son
She
is-
gotta make the pie. I'm gonna escape him before she comes in.
So, another knock comes at the door. Anyone want to open it?
I'll
My hands are
open
deep
the
in
door.
Koel right now.
Alright, so you open the door, and Maud's standing there with a few bottles of wine, some bourbon, some
Can I
tequila.
do a perception?
By all means. What are you trying to perceive?
If there's anything off about this.
No, this is just normal old Maud, and she says, "I decided to have one of the cooks watch the bar while I come over. Figured I'd give you all a housewarming present. I'm sure whatever alcohol they have here isn't quite up to par."
What?
Right about these folks, Mom. They do seem to have a penchant for odd jobs.
John, then it's a good thing I brought some alcohol. Maybe you all need to take a moment to sit down and have a drink.
I need so much to drink.
Why don't we take a moment? Why don't you come inside and we can all talk? Let's not jump into the alcohol right away.
So Maud comes in.
Like your perspective on a situation.
She puts the basket of alcohol on the table. sit down on the couch, and she says, "All right. Well, what type of counsel do you need?"
Well, when we came here, we received a letter from the neighbor, that the people that lived here prior had some kind of mystical hole in the wall, so we went to check it out.
Mm-hmm.
Even
And
though I
lo and
said we
behold-
shouldn't.
Mm-hmm.
And turns out there's this whole kind of realm hidden below it. It disappeared when we came back, but there are these evil
He
dwagers.
broke my
dwagers.
son. Spit it out.
They yeah, that happened. There was some kind of light. There was coffins. My party members here decided to loot them.
Hey, you didn't see that happening.
They're the same colors, flashed by, darted away. These dwagers that attacked us were talking about light. They were terrified of this light.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Now we're back here, and our party members are here, kind of knocked out.
Mm-hmm.
We're not quite sure.
Stone.
Maud reaches into her bag. She pulls out a few wooden cups, sits them all on the table, and pours bourbon into each of them. And she says, "All right, I get the gist of it, but what do you hope for me to help you with?"
Do you have any insight on how we can deal with our party members here? Are you familiar with any of this?
Maud's like Siri. Siri, bring me unstoning potion.
Ma walks over to Koyo, and both of them, they aren't stoned, they're just, knocked out. She walks over to Koyo, slaps him a little bit, checks his pulse. She says, "I've seen a few bar fights in my time, as you might expect. Few people get knocked out. I'm pretty sure he'll be up and at them in no time, really. Just let him sleep it off."
Don't slap my son.
She walks over to Zert. She pushes your hand sort of away from him. She said, "Give the child some breathing room." She lays a hand on his forehead, checking his temperature, checks his pulse. She said, "Same thing over here. Knocked out, but I think he'll be all right."
Mama Maud said everything will be alright.
She sits back down. "Now, how about you all take a drink?"
Sorry, I'm not really fond
I
of
don't
processed
drink.
foods.
I'll have yours.
All right.
Well, not to be rude, but she doesn't typically drink.
I'll have yours.
That's when he gets 4 drinks.
All right. So
Teddy, you might want to back off
Ma-
a little bit.
Mama puts her hand in her lap and she says, "All right, so you all move into a house, have the mysterious hole in the wall. You walk into the hole and you fight some evil dwarves. Pretty typical stuff for adventurers, probably. But here's some things. Get out of this hole. Get out ahead of you. And you don't know what they are. Do you know where they went?"
Into the sky.
That's completely honestly fascinating. Well, I'm just a simple barkeep, you see. I don't really know much about this adventuring stuff anymore. But
Yeah, I understand.
if it went into the sky, well, when I was younger, when I used to travel the world, get into fights, I did hear about something once. They called her the Sky Woman.
Sky Woman.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But there are 2 of these figures.
Yeah, I don't think either of them are the Sky Woman, but maybe they have something to do with her.
You think they're linked to any demons? We did see a statue of Tolden, or a depiction of him.
Toladin was that?
He's... I'm just gonna stumble over my words and just kind of hush down a little bit. Just so I'm not suspicious of being a demon-possessed child or whatever.
Oh, Minerva took a drawing of that one picture, right?
Yeah.
Do you have it on you?
A sketch.
Yeah.
She'll
Show Maud.
present the sketch.
Maud looks at the sketch and says, it's strange, you know. It's like, it's not something I've ever seen before. Certainly not in my tavern. You know, all sorts came in. Why, a frog came in even, and that was something I had never seen before, for certain.
I'm a
But-
frog.
You know, there are. Tell me, what exactly was it? Where did you get this image from?
A cave, waterfall, there were mummies.
It was behind the waterfall at the very end.
What was it? Some sort of carving?
It
was
was a wall
Cave painting, huh?
with a fish. The fish people did this to my son.
Mara sits back, she says, you know, I know of a nomadic tribe of people who studied the old ways of this continent we live upon, and if I had to guess, if it had anything to do with cave paintings, maybe they can help you.
Let's go.
Well, it won't be as simple as going, but here's what I can do for you. I know people who come in and out of town. If anyone has spotted them recently, I'll get the information to you so that you can all travel there and ask the questions you need to ask.
May I put in one request?
Absolutely.
Ask everyone about Toladin. About if they know who he is.
I can definitely do that too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maud.
So, here's an important question then. Does that mean that I'm an official member of your party now?
You're definitely the manager.
Yes,
You could be
I-
the leader.
I don't need to leave, but I'll certainly manage. I'll
We
keep this in
appreciate
mind.
that.
Move in with us.
Well, I got my own place, but thanks for the offer. She gets up and she says, well, if that's all you all needed of me, I should take my leave. Also, oops, Minerva just went away.
Well,
I
I
meant to
don't
add
want
just
you
the
to
insight.
feel. I don't want you to feel as if you're just here out of need. You're welcome to take a look at any of the house if you want, and you can always drop by if you. Maybe we'll keep a bottle of wine or something for you, some snacks.
He likes bourbon.
I'll bring the wine myself, but thank you. I'll be sure to drop by again. You kids take care.
You do the same.
And she
I'm not
Thanks,
a
all.
kid.
She nods to you all. Takes her leave.
Alright, now that everybody's gone, I think our official name should be Coil and the Coilettes. What do you guys
Is there any
think?
more bourbon?
No.
She left about an assortment of alcohol.
Okay, listen to some.
Shouldn't Eddie be rolling a constitution save?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Eddie, roll a few constitution saves. Alright. Eddie, as you walk over to the bourbon, you are wobbling and slipping, and you missed it a few times that you try to pick the bottle up. When you finally do pick it up, you can barely pour it into any individual cup. You have to collect the cups together as you're pouring it to get as much into them as possible. You're pretty drunk. All right.
Can I just take the alcohol away from Eddie?
No, by all means.
Eddie's a grown man.
I'm just gonna pat him on his head and I'm just gonna move him over to the couch next to Zert.
It's all Maud's fault. She gave him some bourbon at one time. No.
So you picked up Eddie and you're placed right onto the couch next to Zert, still laying prone at the edge. Alright? This is your life now. You've investigated the Howling Portal. You've met your kind, but perhaps a bit aggressive neighbor, Pauline, who promises to bring you a crisis pie as soon as she's finished baking it in about an hour. And also, from your basement rose two things that you merely know as the light.
Sweet.
And I got that small thing, child, adult, man, stone.
Oh yeah, you're a Durger prisoner. What do you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to do with it?
Oh yeah, we're gonna take him to the apothecary. Do I have to wait for? Okay, he's back now. Can we like summon Demir real quick?
All right, so let's say
It's a cheating.
you use a messenger dove. You attach
Okay.
a letter to it. It flies to the apothecary. The apothecary, he receives the letter and he sends his letter of his own to Demir's new place. After about, because Demir doesn't live that far from you all, still, he's going to decide to walk here. And after about 35 minutes, there's a knock at your front door.
If it's a lady, I'm be sorry.
Oh, get the door.
Oh god, it's the lady again.
I
door.
can't shame him.
You open the door, and Demir is standing there.
Beer.
Come on in. You'll want to see this for yourself.
Sorry, but Demir,
You'll step aside a little bit.
you step inside the house. It doesn't look bad.
Just step
Oh, yeah.
forward, and I just motion towards the man that
Yeah.
we have tied up.
Corio and Zert are lie prone on the couches, and a Durger man is bound by a rope and
It's,
standing in front of you.
don't look at me. It's their project.
Thank goodness you're here. Can you appraise this ruby I got?
Sure.
Can you fix my son and also my friend?
That's also a problem. Koel and our goblin child,
His name is Sir.
Sir.
Demir,
Sorry,
you walk
it's-
up to this Durger, and well, he hasn't said anything. He's certainly not by when you came in, and not since they brought him out onto the other side of the portal. He sort of has his head trying to tilt it downward, trying to shield his eyes from the light that comes in through the window.
We found him in the basement, which is actually a portal to some other place, but apparently it's not there anymore. The point is, he's kind of broken because he's seen this thing called the light, and we need some information out of him.
You need information, you say.
You're
Yeah.
good at information, aren't you?
I'll see what I can do.
All right. Do you all turn this prisoner over to Demir?
Heck yeah, he's not staying in our house.
Are you going to kill him? I love him.
You see, it's probably not gonna kill him.
Probably.
I mean,
Hi, Demir.
if you want, you probably can, though.
As,
Demir, you have now a Durger prisoner to interrogate.
Don't hurt him.
it's worth
We-
saying we do have expectations about the information with this, but I
Yeah,
don't think that should.
You get results. I'll be trying to receive results anyway.
We may or may not have let out a couple people into the world that might be dangerous, so this might be a pretty important thing to find out about.
You know, may or may not have let out dangerous people. Typical affair.
You know it is.
What are you trying to ascertain with that arcana,
This
Demir?
is for the ruby Blink wanted me to look at.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. In private, of course.
I forgot to roll with advantage.
So you walk up to the ruby that Demir holds. I mean that Blink holds out in front of you, and as you hold it, Demir, you feel it. This sort of magic within the thing, and as a matter of habit, the magic reveals itself ever so briefly when an eyeball that sort of rolls into view, looks at you, then rolls away.
You think this will be worth a lot of money?
Let's see.
It is also a ruby, still worth 5,000 gold.
Oh my.
Put this back on. Because I'm rolling out this sheet now.
Alright, so Demir, looking at this ruby, your history, from what you know from your studies and your travels, this ruby is some sort of.
Oh no, this is for the eye. Do I really?
Oh. Okay, for the eye that rolled across and looked at you for a moment. You couldn't say who it came from, but there's a strangeness to the eye, a strangeness to the shape. It is the circular eye that you might see in any sort of creature, but it's pointed at the top and at the bottom. And you have this feeling, you've seen an eye perhaps like this before. But where? And you remember? There's ever so much. Back when you were helping out that village, those people with the glowing eyes that were shattered. You remember, so briefly, that they were shattered. The glowing eye, they had a similar shape to it.
Would you like to buy it off me and investigate it a little bit more?
I will take you up on that offer. Actually,
All right.
what is your price?
My God, we're talking about gems and my son's dead.
Well, it is a magical gem, which probably has some pretty strong properties to it. So, well, it would be normal to charge around 5,000 for it. Let's say 10,000.
Gently pat Eddie.
1,000.
Indeed.
Eddie, as you weep over Zert, he stirs just a little bit and sort of kind of kicks you because you're kind of in his face. And he kind of curls up.
5,000 though.
We gotta bring him to the bathtub.
Comfortably.
I bring Eddie a little way. Mont said, just give him a little space.
We gotta bring him to the bathtub.
All right,
You don't need
Demir.
to do that.
Demir and Blink, you are trying to have business over this obviously Ruby.
So, what do you say to that offer?
1,000's a bit too steep for me, but as this is somewhat magical, I suppose I can do 6,000.
Deal.
Alright.
All right, Demir, go ahead and subtract 6,000 from your funds.
Alrighty.
If this was The
Well,
Sims, I'd
yeah.
have negative interaction above my head.
All right, Demir, you have in your inventory now a ruby of the light.
Alright. I'm gonna go, well, I'll, pass a potion of healing to Eddie.
All right.
I have 3. I don't need them.
All right. Well,
For your child!
My child. I just pour it on him. Is that how it works? You can drink it. I didn't get instructions. Pour it on him.
all right,
All over
Demir.
his face. Waterboard him.
You leave this potion of healing with Eddie, confused as to how to use it. And Demir, at your leisure, feel free to take your lead. Oh, wow, the song ended.
I'll help Eddie with
What do you
that potion and try to give it to the guy Zert.
Sir, is his name Sir?
Bot is still here, right?
Oh no, Maud made her took her leave.
Okay.
She's gone. She doesn't want to live here.
I'll
Too
nod
crazy.
to Minerva in greeting.
And Minerva
Thank you,
nods
Demir.
back.
Yes. In greeting.
Mhm.
Gotta tilt my head wondering if they know each other.
No, I'm just saying hello. They don't know each other.
Okay.
Alright, so with greetings had Demir and one ruby of the light obtained, you have the feeling that perhaps your business here is done.
I feel like we just got robbed. We just gave this man.
I sure as heck didn't.
Is Demir allowed to take the Durgar prisoner with him?
Of course.
Right.
I'm gonna hurt him.
So Demir, as you grab the rope of the Durgar prisoner and dig in, dragging him behind you. And so you and him depart from the house. The rest will corner.
He's gonna die. Just like this.
Everyone will die if we don't get this information. We don't know what the heck we're dealing with.
As this is said, Zert stirs just enough, wakes up a bit, looks around, quite cranky, stands up, and heads upstairs.
Love you. Can you give me a kiss?
Okay, I'll give a healing potion to Koiel over here.
Koiel is well. Hold on one moment. All right, so Koiel, as you walk over, start pouring the healing potion in his mouth. He sputters a bit, but otherwise seems to be okay. However, he's still deeply unconscious.
There's
He was
nobody
sleeping
annoying
before all
crying
this.
over him.
All right then.
Like,
Alright, can I get into a fight with a bear now?
Oh, absolutely.
No, just kidding!
All right. Does anyone want to do anything else before we close off the episode?
Take 2 Tylenol.
that one lady was going to come back, wasn't she?
Yes, Pauline has promised you all a crisis pie.
All right.
Where she comes back.
I'm gonna. Okay, here's the question. Do we want pie right now?
Minerva, are you departing from the house?
Yeah.
Right.
It's back.
All right. Where's Minerva going?
So
I'll be back.
All right.
before Minerva leaves, I'm just gonna say thank you for joining us, and if anything happens with that sapphire, let us know.
I'll be sure to do that.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming.
All right.
Alright, now I'll be for real.
All right. By all means.
See you later.
All right, everyone.
Have a good one, bud.
All right, everyone. With that, your new health obtained, your room not quite decided, and your fate forever intertwined with the old ways of this continent. Who can say what will unfold next? It will be a grand mystery, to be certain. But with Maud and Demir's help, perhaps you'll learn something. Until then, Caladium Red closes the night.